This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
From a good dream I awake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up, my boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet, these niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash, take this job, shove it up your area. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit. You ain't shit, mother. Man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad side.
Yeah. What up, though? Yeah. Okay, heard myself twice. All right, what's popping, y'all? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash. He is I am he. Make some noise for yourself. It's another great episode of Breaking Beats. Let's do it. Yeah, man. Should be a good one. Turn that music down just a little bit. How y'all feel out there? What's popping, man? If it's your first time to the show, drop your area code. Let me know what city you from. Let me know what part of the earth you roaming the turf at. All right. This should be a good one. Shout out to everybody who's here early. Matter of fact, I'm going to go and drop the link early. I'm going to drop the link early on this one, because this is going to be a group discussion. This won't be me just reading and reacting to a news clip or a news article this time. This is going to be a group discussion. So should be interesting. I got a couple topics on the docket. One is the first topic, as you can see. I don't want to bury the lead. It's the hip hop. We're going to get into a little hip hop today. How y'all feel? It's hip hop. It's hip hop day in the neighborhood. Yeah, man, this should be a good one, man. First up, though, before I do anything, I got my boy Clips in the building. What up, Clips? How you feel, homie? The mic muted.
I said I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling great, man. How's everybody doing? Neighborhood was good. How's everybody mama doing?
Right. Shit, man. I texted my mom today, man. I actually texted my mom, and I told my mom I need to get her life insurance information. You know, God forbid, something happened to her. You got to have that kind of information on deck, because you can't just start looking for it right then, right? And that's something people don't really like to talk about. People don't like to talk about death. They don't want to talk about insurance. People feel like when you ask them if you got life insurance, they think, oh, you trying to kill me off. I'm like, nah, I just ain't about to go in debt bearing you neither. We're gonna put your ass in one of these Timberland boxes in here. I got to pay for everything. I think. I'm just saying. I'm just like, they're like, what's that in the backyard? What's that pile of dirt? Man, that's Mom Dukes right there in the backyard.
Hey, they dead. They ain't gonna know the difference.
Yeah, she ain't gonna know. But before we do anything, as usual, I gotta do a quick roll call. To all the neighbors, because without the neighbors, the show wouldn't be the show at this level. So let me do a quick little roll call, and we're gonna get right into this topic. I ain't gonna bury the lead, and I ain't gonna hold you. Already got a topic for us on the members only. After the show, we're gonna do a neighbors only episode. I already put that in the community tab, so you'll see what that is. Let me do a quick roll call real quick to everybody.
What up?
Shout out to everybody who's pulling up. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. I really appreciate it.
What up?
Shout out to the neighbors. Let's do this neighbors roll call. Godbody News. What up, family?
What up?
Tony Boswell.
What up?
Pittsburgh T.
What up?
Taylor Bell.
What up?
Maddie Yoel.
What up? Gangsta.
C. Jones 0224.
What up?
Cliff Bailey.
What up?
Con Shonery.
What up?
Lisa Bells.
What up?
That guy Eclipse 330. He's on the panel with me right here.
What up?
My boy Cooking with the Champ.
What up?
On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr.
What up?
New media today, USA Boxing. That's Coach Malachi Williams.
What up?
My boy HLD and Puro. They're going to get in. We got a little smoke for them a little bit later on the members only. We're going to finally let them handle that Puerto Rican versus Mexican beef. We're going to handle that in the right way.
What up?
Cooking with Sir Senior.
What up?
My boy Deuce Times.
What up?
Brandon Washington.
What up?
Born Supreme.
What up?
Karma Serene.
What up?
Ace Retro.
What up?
Lady Shan Dun Dem Season.
What up?
My boy Dub Right Side.
What up?
The Boxing Lounge.
What up?
Taint the Sweet Science Examiner.
What up?
My boy Puro.
What up?
And the birthday boy, my boy D Bevel the Champ. Make some noise with D Bevel the Champ.
What up, gangsta?
It's my brother, man. Happy birthday to D Bevel the Champ.
What up?
Rob G Films.
What up?
And of course, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
What's popping, man? How everybody feel out there? What's the deal? We got Passionate Bliss here early. How you doing, my sister?
What up? What up, gangsta?
Your mic muted, Passionate Bliss. How you feel this evening, sister? All right, we'll come back to her. Maybe she's getting her headset together. Shout out to everybody who's here early. Got my boy DJ Drama.
What up?
What up, Drama?
What up?
Maddie Yoel. Shout out to you.
What up?
Max Cuckerman.
What up?
Queen Miss Sunkissed.
What up?
How you doing, my sister?
What up?
I know boxing. What up, bro?
What up?
What's popping with you?
What up?
All right, man. Jashawn Brown. You know how you get down.
What up?
Yeah, man. We're gonna get into a little hip hop talk today. Eric, what up?
What up?
All right, so look, let's jump right into it. If you guys follow my channel, and most of you guys do if you're here, I did a YouTube short earlier today, picking up some traction already. We dropped this video earlier, and it was basically Charlemagne the God of the Breakfast Club. Some of you guys know him. He did this. He had a video out, and he was talking about the most influential rappers of all time. He said the most influential rappers of all time. Let's play this clip. I'm gonna play the audio. Let's do that, and then from there we can react. And we're gonna open it up to everybody else. While I pull this up, how's your mic sound, Passionate Bliss? You there yet? Check 1 2 1 2. How you feel? My bad, y'all. That's my phone going off. Passionate Bliss, you there? All right. Well, let's hear this. Let's hear this.
I know shit. And what's on this podcast of all time.
You got
four most influential rappers of all time.
In there now too.
Not the four.
No.
Not the four.
No.
In the five.
You know why I don't put Chief Keef in there? Because Chief Keef didn't influence like the world.
Charlemagne's.
Kanye, Jay, Pac, Wayne.
You got
all right. Kanye, Drake, Jay, Pac, and Wayne. I'll put a graphic up on the screen.
Four most influential rappers of all time.
In there now too.
Not the four.
No.
Not the four.
No.
In the five.
You know why I don't put Chief Keef in there? Because Chief Keef didn't influence like the world. He influenced a sound of a region. Yeah. He didn't influence the world. Those four people I named literally influenced people all over the world. Kanye, Jay, Wayne. Who did I say? Kanye, Jay, Wayne, and Pac.
Can't even remember.
Now I'm not.
All right. So that's it right there. Kanye, Drake, Pac, Wayne. Clips, what you think of this list right here? Four most influential rappers. What's your take?
Honestly, this is one of them rare moments where Charlemagne the God, in my opinion, is actually 100% right. I mean, like when you really want to look at,
you need more people.
Hey, nigga, go. Let's go. Let's go. I wasn't expecting that from you. Go ahead. Let's cook.
I mean, damn. I mean, can I finish my thought? It's like the motherfuckers. I feel like these four niggas, like Tupac and Big. Oh my God! Like whether you're a Pac stan or a Biggie, whatever, die hard, you can't downplay the footprint that they left on the game. And then me personally, right under that would be like a Jay-Z or Kanye's influence on not just, the culture, but the sound and how things, work out in nowadays music. And then when you look at a lot of, any rapper pretty much under the age of 30, 3 has definitely got to, you know what I'm saying, say they owe a lot of influence to Lil Wayne, whether they want to or not. You can hear it in their style and their way they present themselves as far as their appearance and everything. I mean, and we could have some honorable mentions. I mean, you got to look at what Marshall Mathers did for legitimizing white rappers and the presence of Caucasians within the hip hop community. Fat Joe and Big Pun's, you know what I'm saying, they're, you know, basically declaration that, you know, Puerto Ricans and Caribbean Latinos, their presence in rap, like, you know, like there's a lot of rappers who are just so globally influential, but those 4, you can't deny them. Tell me you.
I'm listening to you, and I get it. Far as the aesthetics, I see a lot of the guys trying to look like Lil Wayne. I get it, but rapping style, I don't see a lot of them dudes trying to do that or able to do that, or even coming close to do it, or even Kanye. I don't see a lot of them trying to do that. I can see that. Look, you can see. I remember when Jay-Z was rap. Your boy, cheer. Like niggas was, everybody on 106 and Park was trying to do their best Jay-Z impression. Jerseys, when he said no more jerseys, change clothes, half the game changed clothes with him. Yeah. Not saying you're wrong. There's no right or wrong answer to this, in my opinion. I will say
no, we're debating hip hop, and that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. Hip hop is the safer alternative to religion and politics, as in it's one of those things where it's all subjective. You know, it's going to get passionate, but you know, as far as in religion and politics, everyone thinks it's absolute. Hip hop, you know, we got a lot of people who feel their opinion and thoughts are absolute, but if you're a true fan of the culture, you understand that, you know. It's like kung fu. You know what I'm saying? Styles make fights.
Let me finish this part right here, because I don't want to forget it. I really don't want to forget this part. But what you were saying though, when you was talking about, I think I forgot it. You had said something when you was talking about the Lil Waynes and the Tupacs and damn.
Hey Mark, you know that weed fuck with your short term.
Man, shut up.
We don't believe you.
Nah, it ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. I think the guys, I don't see the guys really trying. Now Eminem, I will say he's very influential. Say what you want to about him. I know he's the white guy. I know some people gonna want to put a case on me like, why we got to talk about a white boy? Man, he influenced the entire generation of them.
Oh, see, that's passionate bliss. I thought that was about to be Brandon Washington about to pull up. Like, see, Mark, we can't even have 2 minutes of conversation without you bringing up the white man and Quincy Ocha.
Right. Yeah, Puro, HLD. We're going to do that when the HLD pull up. We're going to do that shit tonight, Puro. Definitely going to do it tonight. Passionate bliss. What's up? Mic check 1 2. How you feel?
Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome. How you feel? What's poppin'?
Thank you. Feeling good. I'm just really excited about the topic because, like, I'm 50 years old, and I remember when I was in elementary school when rap didn't exist. When I was in elementary
Mark,
school,
don't you do that to that queen? Don't you do that?
Coming out. Oh, that's a badge of honor. You can never disrespect that. But I earned every one of those years. So, you know, when I was in elementary school, there was no rap. I remember it first coming out with Sugar Hill Gang and Slick Rick the Ruler and all those guys. And but throughout time, these guys you mentioned like Jay-Z and Kanye, they're all different versions of the originals to me. They either hyped it up or they mellowed it out some more. So I'm really excited about the conversation just because it didn't even exist. I remember when it was first initiated at the Grammys as a rap category, as a music category. There was no rap category when I was coming up. And so so I've seen it really come full circle till actually I think it's garbage, most of it now. But so I'm really excited about that. So I will say as far as most influential, recently I would go with Tupac and Biggie. But then they were also storytellers the way, you know, Sugar Hill Gang or Slick Rick was initially.
Slow down a little bit. Now, what about Lil' Kim? Because some would say she ushered in an entire generation of, can I say the word? Can I say it?
Four rappers. That's what drum roll.
When the women first came out. Instead of hip hop, it's hip thought.
Yeah,
The
hip
first
hop.
hip hop was masculine.
There you go, Clip.
I'm gonna give you that.
Clips, I
At
like
first
that
it was
one. That's a good one.
masculine.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not trying
that's
to talk
not
over you.
rap, coach.
And
I mean,
that's not my bar. That's the neighborhood's bar. That's the neighborhood's bar. Hip thought.
hey, look. But look. Somebody say Lil Wayne had everybody putting Lil in front of their name. Lil Kim was before Lil Wayne. Let's be clear.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
She was.
When women
Lil
first,
Kim was
first
out
it was
in
very
94,
masculine. It
95.
was male rappers. When it first came out, it was male rappers. It was very masculine. When the women came out, these women were also kind of masculine because you're thinking about Miss Melody, you're thinking about Mia X, you're thinking about MC Light, you're thinking about Queen Latifah. They were very masculine in the way they presented and the way they rap. They had to drop bars like dudes, word for word. They had to come up with, they weren't rapping about their bodies, they weren't rapping about their vaginas, they weren't rapping about this trick rapping, this whore rap that they're doing now. They weren't doing that when they first came out. They had to drop bars with dudes. Roxanne Shante, they were battling dudes bar for bar. And they had to come with it. And so it wasn't all this Little Kim sleazy, sexy stuff, which, Nicki Minaj and all them, that's what they are now. But when women first came out, they were hardcore rappers with some serious lyrics.
I love it. Go ahead, Clips.
I agree. Everything. First of all, shout out to you, Passionate Bliss. How you doing tonight, Queen? How you doing?
Good evening. Nice to meet you.
There you go. Nigga, you gonna say nice to meet you? I done been on panels with you. You crazy as hell. But anyway.
No.
Anyway, but I agree with you. Like me, I'm an 80s baby, born in 1980, and female rap was a different game. My favorite rapper, actually, one of my favorites from that era was a female who tragically died before her first album dropped. I mean, anybody remembers MC Trouble? She was cold, and remember, she only had
absolutely.
She had that one feature on with the boys on their one single, and then she had two singles out, and everybody was nervous because that, that bitch had bars. You feel what I'm saying? Boss was a crazy. I mentioned her on a previous show. Boss, she was big as fuck, and the only thing that dropped her was when her brother outed her for being a studio gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was out there selling dope. She went to private school. I don't know what she's talking about when AMG shut her down. But she was still huge as hell. MC Light. So when you think of Little Kim, yes, Little Kim is definitely an honorable mention because not only did we see unapologetic femininity without the masculine edge, even though Little Kim was definitely hard as brick, she was very much a woman. And then we also saw the beginning of thought rap, to where for a lot of people, like, you could have came from the hood, but depending on how you grew up in the hood, you weren't used to hearing women unapologetically speaking and expressing themselves like that. So for a lot of people, that was a real clutch of pearls moment the minute they heard Little Kim rap.
Let me say this though. Far as what y'all was saying about Lil Wayne too, I think Karma said it. She was like, Wayne got a lot of his stuff. Like that stuff comes across from Kanye with the auto tune heavy. Come across with Jay the way he goes in there and blacks out not writing it. I don't. How do I word this properly without? I'll just say it like this. Even with T-Pain, I think Wayne is like a gumbo of a lot of people. He's like reminds me of Game almost. Not saying they rap the same, but far as how he's a chameleon in there, and can blend in. I would say even with I would think Pimp C influenced the culture as well. Should be ranked highly on the list. Not necessarily always in a positive way, but that Texas style, that lean, them styrofoam cups, I knew about that from those boys from Texas before Lil Wayne made it like a thing. And I think you can arguably switch Lil Wayne out or switch one of these guys out or add that kid from Canada. That kid from Canada ushered in a whole generation of people sounding just like him. All Positive Network, welcome to the show. Welcome home to your home away from home. What up, though?
Man, sorry, I've been away for a while, man. I've just been on this weight loss journey, man. That's all. I'm down 60 pounds now, baby.
That boy on cocaine, boy.
Nah, man, it's y'all just been working out hard, man. Been doing
losing a pound a day.
Yeah, that sound like the coke diet.
Nah, man, I've never did a drug in my life, man. I just, just do 6
Oh,
months.
damn, you bored. Boo, nigga.
But y'all talking my language about this hip hop, like my man just said, MC Trouble. I was born in the 70s, so I was in middle school when MC Trouble came out, and she had her album did drop. She had "Gotta Get a Grip" was a big single because Malcolm Jamal Warner directed that video.
Right. All positive. Now help me. I'm a little fuzzy. Now, did her album drop? Did it drop posthumously?
No. She was on Soul Train. It dropped when she was living because she performed 2 songs on Soul Train. I had it on VHS. I recorded it.
Okay.
And then she died not long after that. She died of a seizure.
Right. Yeah. Was it leukemia or something like that?
No, she died of a seizure.
Seizure. Yep.
Yeah. Because she was out in 1990, the same time Antoinette was out. Because Antoinette was killing MC Lyte, in my opinion, when they was battling. She was destroying her. But Antoinette, her career, she only had like 1 album. And
all positive. Let's put a pin in that. We'll get back to that Antoinette MC Lyte debate. We'll get back. Me and you, we know because MC Lyte was on that bitch neck, man. What you mean?
I thought Antoinette. See, they used to call her the female Rakim though, because Antoinette had lyrics, man.
Okay, so all positive. Question for you. So the topic on the docket right here, first off, is Charlemagne did a clip and he said the 4 most influential rappers of all time: Jay-Z, Kanye, Tupac, Lil Wayne. You agree, disagree? Who would you have on that I guess that
well, I respect all the artists that he named, but you can't say Jay-Z is the most influential when Jay-Z's style came from jazz. If you listen to Jazz first album, and that's what Jay-Z was rapping like. Then when Jazz slowed his flow down, Jazz got a song called Stone to the Bone that came out in 95. I let people hear that, and everybody tells me, this guy sounds like Jay-Z. I'm like, no, this is where Jay-Z got his style from. His whole style is jazz style. And
respectfully, all positive.
Let me finish his opening statement real quick before you cut him off.
Okay. And jazz, and the thing about jazz, when jazz came out with the Iggity style, Kane and LL Cool J started biting jazz because in '91 when Kane did a song with Patti LaBelle, Feels Like Another One, he was rhyming like jazz. When LL did Why Me Baby with He Sweat, he was rhyming like jazz. And then Daz Effects came out, it was rhyming like jazz. That was jazz style. And then jazz slowed it down, and then Jay-Z slowed his style down. And then you got Biggie sound like Kane. And then you got the whole Queensbridge sounding like Kool G Rap. Nas, because Russell Simmons said he didn't sign Nas because Nas sound like a bootleg Kool G Rap. And he said Kool G Rap don't sell records. So Nas, Big Pun, Chino XL, all these dudes are under Kool G Rap umbrella. And Pharoah Monch, all these guys, the whole Queens sounds like Kool G Rap. That was his style. So it's like, as far as influential, if someone sounds like Nas, they sound like Kool G Rap. You know? So yeah, that whole Queensbridge is Kool G Rap.
Go ahead, Clips.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to not debate, but I agree with you. But you remember when we talk about MC and a lot of people don't understand the concept of the mic line. That's why I'm just going to interject. People don't understand the mic line, and the mic line is something that only true hip hop fans truly respect. Jay-Z and Big were 2 spinoffs from the Big Daddy Kane tree. You know what I'm saying? And the Big Daddy Kane tree was a contemporary of jazz, but if you actually know, jazz was the more trailblazing of them Brooklyn MCs. He just wasn't as famous.
Right.
If you follow his music, though, he was definitely 4 and 5 years ahead of cats because the stuff that they were doing, say in '88, you could see jazz was already doing. You know? The jazz already was doing that. Now, as far as now that you follow that mic line, Jay-Z gives birth to Kanye, who Kanye makes it more appealing for somebody to not be a typical hood rapper, but still make music that bumps in the hood, but can go out of the hood. Lil Wayne takes that formula and he starts embracing a more artistic approach instead of just being a little woody from, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So Lil Wayne starts being more of an artist than one of Little Baby Shooters. And that takes on like fire. Now from the Lil Wayne, now you get all these other people. But remember, Lil Wayne's greatest creation, because Kanye opened up the door for Lil Wayne to grow and for Drake to have a career. Without Kanye.
Go ahead, Clips. I want to come in on some of this because
I was about to stop right there. I said without Kanye, we wouldn't have no Drake. And so now when you talk about this, you got to keep in mind the mic line. Just like All Positive was saying, comparing certain rappers is redundant because they all come from the mic line.
Well, I'll say this. I get it. Jay-Z was rapping like Foo Schnickers and stuff at the beginning, and after this, I passed the search, and y'all keep it short. But it's not hard to tell that, no pun intended, that when you hear some of these guys, where they might have started at is not where they left it at, and not where they definitely picked up the baton and kept going. We all are, look, you got to know. You got to see somebody do it sometimes to know it's possible for you. I'll say that, and I'll keep it short right there, and I'll pass the search. Saying, I definitely, when I hear Jay-Z rap now, I don't think about Jaz-O. I ain't thought about Jaz-O for a long time. For a long time, I thought about Big when I heard Jay, because he kind of filled that void. I know some people gonna tell me that's blasphemous. They ain't gonna like me saying that. Wrong drop.
You need more people.
Nah, but that's just how I feel. What's up, Sir Senior? How you feel? What's the deal?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Y'all still in all my bars. I just want to say salute to the neighborhood.
What's up, neighbor? Talk to me, man. Foremost influential.
Yeah, y'all cooking, and then especially the timeline. That's exactly where I was going to go with it. Is Jay-Z, but then each person, like you just said, they took the baton and they ran with it, and then they passed it on to somebody else. There's a lot of people who tried to be a Jay-Z, a Kanye, a Lil Wayne, a Drake, but they weren't good enough to actually pick up the baton and run with it.
Or not consistent enough, bro.
Exactly. And they didn't have the skills. Even some people had the same help with the pen, they had the same help with marketing, they had the same help in each different aspect of the game, and they still couldn't, follow it through and play the game to win.
Let me ask you something. So you put in the chat, you said you was telling your wife the other day. Tell people about that comment you put in the chat. I want you to elaborate on that. Because
most definitely. I was telling my wife about how Lil Wayne is actually like the stepson of Jay-Z and Kanye. Because if it wasn't for Kanye and Jay-Z, there wouldn't be no Lil Wayne. Each version of Lil Wayne came directly. You'll look at it and say, okay, he even called himself the Carter.
That's his real last name, but he wasn't.
He also said he was giving that a shout out to Jay-Z. They even made a song about it. So
Carter,
yeah. So
he did a song called "Hello Brooklyn" with Jay-Z.
Yeah, so you got to look at those things and say, okay, well, these people actually show you where they came from, where they got part of their style and their rap persona. Because a lot of times some people are a rap version of themselves, and some people is a whole different person when they pick up the mic.
Couldn't agree more. Mike, go ahead. Clips, Passionate Bliss, all five. What y'all think of that?
I think he's got a valid point, and it ties into your point about people picking up the baton and they going in their direction with it. To both of you guys' points about Lil Wayne, remember he said in interviews that he actually spent a lot of time with Jay-Z during those years as he was transitioning to stop writing and just going off the head and learning. So I always tell people, yes, Lil Wayne, he did go. He had Bro from Philly. He had Boo and Gotti and them helping him out with some bars and writing during that period. But for the most part, he went to the Jay-Z school of MCing, is what I call it. But he took it and he did his own thing with it. And his mixture of Jay-Z and Kanye style allowed a Drake style to have a lane. And that was the dope thing about Drake. I always tell people, if you really think about Drake came right when there was a demand for this space. And we didn't even know it until he came. And we was like, what, that works.
But no. We saw it before, though. We saw it. Hold on. Let me say this. What would I be without you? I only think about you.
Hey, you know who influenced Drake though? You know what guy that influenced Drake though? That a lot of people don't mention? Craig David. If you listen to Craig David, Drake sounds exactly like this guy. He's a singer.
Hell no, man.
I'm telling you, listen. I let some people hear they never heard of Craig David. Craig David is huge in the early 2000s.
Craig David don't rap.
Exactly. I'm just saying Drake, when he tries to sing, he tries to sound like Craig David when he does the singing thing.
I get it. That's more of his register.
Yeah.
His shit hit at pause. But skill set and bar. Nah, man.
Yeah, Craig David's not a rapper. I agree. He's not a rapper. I'm just saying the whole singing thing. Drake has that Craig David
I'm
style.
talking about that singing though, like that as mixing that with your bars and like instead of me getting the big R&B singer on the hook, I am the big R&B singer on the hook. Go ahead. I'll pass around. I'm gonna keep my thing.
Shout out to Ja Rule, man. The Ja Rule brought the singing, rapping into it for real. Then 50 Cent stole it and then did it himself. I was like, wow.
Well, sir, we've talked about that a few times before. I mean, I thought that was the biggest sleight of hand. That was the biggest sleight of hand ever pulled off in the history of hip hop. How did 50 Cent convince all of us that Ja Rule was whack while loving him for copying his style? The way, that shit still to this day, like in real time, it was blowing my mind.
Because Ja Rule bowed down to him and let him do it. But
let's go, Pastor Bliss, talk that shit.
Because sometimes
he didn't fight back.
I get wanting to take the high road and not wanting to respond and trying to be the bigger person, but that was not the time to do it. And rap is not the place to do it. He should have had a full-on, flat-out battle rap with him and beat him down if he wanted to survive. But he laid down, he took it, and he let 50 Cent do it to him. So that's how Ja Rule got canceled out.
No, he had no choice. 50 had that machine behind him.
Doing it to him. He's still letting him do it to it. But
50 had an Interscope machine behind him. Because that's why I never listened to Ja Rule. I never liked his music like that. But I didn't like the way he was ran out of hip hop. I didn't like that because
you didn't like Ja Rule.
No, I wasn't a big fan. I'm not saying he's whack. I wasn't a fan of his music.
Put a case on this nigga.
But I'm saying that everybody said Ja Rule was whack for the singing and it's soft, and then everybody started singing when they ran him out of hip hop. That didn't make sense to me. It didn't make no sense to me.
Immediately.
I mean that they didn't even wait for the door to close, did they panel? The door didn't even close. Like Ja was still in. They Jazzy Jeff Ja Rule out of the motherfucking industry, and he was still in the air going, Arr! And everybody had singing, and everybody was killing the summer with a singing, you know what I'm saying, a singing song for the summer, and it was like, what the fuck? And I just think it's crazy. Now, to your point, Passionate Bliss, I agree. But if I was Ja, I would have clapped back a little differently. I've been on record and I've said it even in real time when it was happening.
That nigga.
I thought if I was Ja Rule, a nigga that I beat up twice, my man stabbed up, my homie shot, blah, blah, blah. You are not going to take me out my game to where instead of the Blood of My Eye album, and I felt why he dropped it, me personally, I'd have dropped another 336 and maybe had a little skit where I'm just like, 50, maybe mention his name, be like, oh, well, I'm getting bitches, and just kept hitting them with party albums. I agree with you, Ja. I agree with you, but I think that Ja's way of trying to clap back at 50, trying to go hard again like he was in the earlier career, that's what killed him. Had he would have just stayed on their ass hitting them with do-I-dos and shit like that, everybody would have just shut up.
Especially when he paused. He waited a while to even come back with the gangster part. He just, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna come back later.
In movies with Steven Seagal, he was crossing over majorly, but also let's not forget, like anything in hip hop, people get tired of it, especially when you win it. You know what I'm saying? DMX came in, ushered in that. Let's take it back to the streets, motherfucker. And people was like, no more shiny suits. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to have a nice outfit. Get up there with a tank top. You know what I'm saying? And do your shit. Get up there with a wife beater and a dollar choke collar from the Family Dollar store. Like no glitz, no glamour. Just straight raw. He made it gutter again. And then Ja brought that shit right back. Do I do to all my ladies that be living it up? Like this nigga was just everywhere. And then 50 swooped in with that Dr. Dre sound and with that Eminem and made it gutter again. So what we thought. I mean, it was singing. It was just singing. He's singing gangster carols.
Man, that's bait bad. Thank you, Mark. I love that part.
He was just singing, many men wish that upon me, blood in my dog, and I can't see. Still singing, just ain't singing about living it up and everything we do is between me and you. Still singing though. I passed the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, the same thing that happened to Ja Rule. We saw the same thing happen to MC Hammer. And I didn't like what New York did to him. I love New York. My whole style, my whole dress style, my haircut, my slang, everything is New York about me. And I'm not even from New York. I'm from North Carolina. But I love New York hip hop. But I didn't like the way New York did MC Hammer. because they ran Hammer out of hip hop, talking about he's a pop star and this and that. And when New York got their own version of Hammer and a talentless guy named Puff Daddy, they praised him. But it's not that they hated Hammer. They hated he was from California selling records. That was the hating part.
You know, Hammer started that shit too, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
no. Hammer. I mean, they were sending shots at him. He would do stuff, but they was calling this man a sellout. He was employing the hood. He was building up places in the hood. I'm like, how's a man a sellout? He has a $500,000 a month payroll for people in the hood, and they ask him, why did you do it? He's like, I didn't like seeing people broke. But New York called him a sellout. Now, what
Tupac called him a sellout and said he was trash.
Well,
and Tupac turned around and stole his themes for his videos.
Exactly.
Well, that's because Tupac got pressed.
Don't nobody want to hear that grandfather rap. I mean,
But if you are gonna go with the word influential, the most influential is actually Tupac and Biggie. They actually divided an entire country between the two of them with the beats that they started. They actually lost their lives during it, but they divided an entire country. Lil' Kim's whole slut rap routine, that came from Biggie. He totally revamped how women rap today. And if you're going to go by the word influence, who was the most influential, it was Tupac and Biggie between the two of them. As far as Jay-Z and them, they just watered down versions of Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, you know, people who come before them. But as far as the biggest impact on this country, it has to be Tupac and Biggie. They had the whole nation divided. People were picking sides. People were ready to go to war. People were really, you know, dying, including themselves, over this. So if you're going to say who influenced rap the most, it's going to be Tupac and Biggie out of all the names that's on the list. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to pick off this list that you have here. On that list, it's going to be Tupac and Biggie because none of them, Jay-Z, none of them have divided the country and had people at war over them like Tupac and Biggie did. Those were the most two influential, in my opinion.
I'm with her. And then remember, Tupac and Biggie, their beef was more the East Coast, West Coast. In West Africa, there was a 5-year war called the Tupac and Biggie Wars.
Good night. Damn, I didn't know that shit.
Look it up, brother.
Damn.
Yeah, there was two rebel tribes, and one rebel tribe started identifying with West Coast music and whatever. And so when Tupac really kicked it up, these two tribes already didn't like each other. They really split along them, C's and B's, blue and red, East Coast, West Coast, and Africa, West Africa. And for 5 years, they were running around West Africa, really riding on some East Coast, West Coast, and it became known as the Tupac and Biggie Wars.
So look, but to go back to what Passion a bit, shout out to my guy Reggie O. What up, fam? Power 600, what up? Pittsburgh, what up? That's a good point that you made, Passionate Bliss. Who would you put on the other two? Or the other three, top 5 most influential? You got Big, you got Pac. Who else would you give those other 3 slots to?
Of the guys that you have listed here?
No, just in general, like your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion.
Most influential?
See,
I'm gonna go
a lot of people confuse this with
making it commercial. As far as making commercial,
no, not just commercial, just period in rap.
Commercial, I would have to say Jay-Z. Because he was the first one that took it outside of the rap arena. He started with clothes. He started with production. He was the first one that tried to make himself a mogul out of it, to an extent that none of the others had before.
Would you count Puffy in that spot?
And not everybody's trying to be him.
Would you count Puffy though? Cause Puffy have Sean John before he had Rockaway.
Puffy was an intern.
Puffy had Sean John.
Puffy was an intern.
Nah, he wasn't no intern at this point.
He was, but Jay-Z shot ahead of him before. I don't know, you know, what the timeline was between the two of them, but Jay-Z shot to prominence way before Puffy did.
Nah. Puffy had Bad Boy in '94. Jay-Z album then dropped to '96.
Exactly. Thank you. All positive.
Yeah. Puffy had
Puffy did that nigga, and even as an intern, remember Passionate Bliss. As an
but
intern,
his focus was the music. Jay-Z,
but he also changed music. Puffy invented the remix.
I'm talking about as far as diversifying.
You like what I did there?
Getting outside of just the music, I would say Jay-Z did.
But Puffy came out a year before him with the Sean John though.
Mm-hmm.
That was '98 and Rockaway is '99. That's one of the staples on their
Yeah,
clothes.
but Brandon, maybe
And
some
he
people
had
might not consider him a rapper like that because Russell had Fat Form before all of them,
Yeah,
but
he
we
did.
don't consider
Facts.
Russell a
Shout out,
rapper.
hey, y'all dissing the God.
He left the door open for
Yeah, Wu Wear was first.
RZA.
Wu Wear was first.
DC
Yep.
Gods. Wu Wear's first. Wu Wear's the
Yeah.
first. Wu Wear's the first independent line.
I don't remember no Wu wear suits and shit like that.
Oh, not suits, but they had hockey
I know
jerseys.
they had a
and t-shirts.
store.
Yeah.
They had a store.
Yeah.
They had the Wu-Tang Wallabies.
Yeah.
I got because I'm googling now. Because see, you're gonna make me Google. I got Rockaware coming out in 1999 according to Google, and Sean John coming out in 1999. It was the same time. It was the exact same year actually.
But Wu Wear was 95 though.
What?
Wu Wear was 95.
Wu Wear was
Wu Wear was
95, 94.
Wu Wear wasn't. Come on, y'all. Wu Wear wasn't wildly accessible like that until it got corny and got ripped
No,
off.
you they had the order forms in the Wu-Tang album covers because
Wu Wear was
Cuban
not
links.
wildly accessible like that.
Wu Wear was worldwide. It was a global.
Yeah.
You go to your local Macy's, bro. They had the Sean John. They
They
had,
did. Yeah.
Sean John had fashion shows with suits. Rockaware had fashion shows with full suits. Wu Wear was just not that, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all got to stop the gas, man.
No, I'm saying it was Sean John was
I'm
bigger,
actually
but
gonna
Wu
Google
Wear
on
was
you in
first.
Oh gosh.
Well, Mark, you got a point there. Wu Wear was more athletic wear and casual wear, and at the beginning, that's all Rockefeller was. It was Sean John who took
it
the
wasn't
Susie line, and they're like, no, we have suits, we have button-ups, and then about 2 years later, that's when Rockaware started doing button-ups and more adult and business casual clothing. But yes, you're right about that. Wu Wear was more athletic wear because it was even Wu Wear athletics.
Real quick. Did anybody on this panel own any Wu Wear, Sean John, or Rockaware?
No, it wasn't the same.
I had the Sean John and the Rockaware and the Fat Form.
I didn't have the Wu Wear.
No, I didn't have the
only
Wu Wear.
on
They
Fat
would
Form.
never had the Wallabies in my size. I always had big feet.
I ain't never liked them Wallaby shits. I ain't even go over.
No, I wear real Wallabies. I get mine from
That's
Clark.
when I like them. I got flat feet.
I get mine from Clark, man. I don't wear imitation Wallabies, man. I wear real
If I'm
Wallabies.
gonna wear Wallabies, they gotta be Clark.
Straight
But
Clark.
I did wear Wu Wear. I had Wu Wear jackets, I had Wu Wear shirts and hoodies. I had a lot of that, but then again, I'm a Wu baby. I had a lot of Sean John, and I shout out to Sean John. Sidebar, they were the first jeans that I remember that weren't cut for white boys. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's why I had a lot of Sean John jeans. It was good to actually be able to breathe and be able to squat and do stuff in your jeans without, all the constriction.
Yeah, they never had the
Fat Farm is
notoriety.
first. I just looked it up. Shout out to Mike Gardner. Fat Farm, he's correct. Fat Farm was created in 1992. So that's looking like it's the first.
It was not on the
92.
level.
Yeah, I don't know about
I'm
nobody
not
before
saying that
92.
They were first. I'm just saying on the level, that level as far as worldwide marketing and sales.
Fat Farm.
They were the trendsetters. Now others might have been first, but their success level was not anywhere near as where Sean John and
Fat Form was huge. Fat Form was big.
Hold up, Russell Simmons had the women line off. He had his wife up there helping him with that.
Yep.
He had a whole spin off with the baby fat shit.
Yep.
I had
Baby
a Fat
fat.
Form jacket. I had a Fat Form jacket and shirts before Rockaware even came out.
Right. So and that was huge. Fat Farm was like I've always heard Diddy.
But you don't have him on your list.
Always,
He's not on your list.
I always heard Diddy and Jay. But look, like I said, that shit.
I specifically said.
Let me finish. Please let me finish this. Let me finish. Can you
on
hear
your
me
list.
or no?
Hello?
Let me finish this line. What I'm trying to say is, it's still asinine though, to the point that we're all talking about, because Russell Simmons don't rap.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
He's not on your list. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't about my list. It ain't about my list. It ain't about my list. That list is just a conversation starter from somebody, a hot take from somebody's interview. It's not my list. It's not my list at all. But it's just a conversation starter. It ain't about my list. Everybody got their own list. It's okay. But go ahead. I just want to say that.
I want to add Outkast to the list because the South got something to say.
God damn it. Let's go.
I gotta disagree with you, sir. Saying I don't see nobody trying to do Outkast.
That's what brought in the South. We're talking about influential.
Actually, when you look at the J. Coles, when you look at North Carolina rap, what they're doing at Dreamville, JIDs, when you look at Earth Gang and everything, these are all people that I would consider coming from the Outkast mic line as being Southern rappers, being very hood, talking about very hood things. But like how Wu-Tang was doing, they're talking about very hood things in a very intellectual way to where your average, rah nigga from the hood, he might not gravitate to it, even though they're talking about everything you're doing, is because they're being very thoughtful, they're being very lyrical and very artistic and introspective in their expression, which was something that honestly, outside of the Ghetto Boys, you didn't see a lot of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yep. Ghetto Boys is probably the first Southern group to cross over to New York and New York light.
Because they had artistic way.
I hear me. What year did they drop?
Ghetto Boys 88. Their first album.
86, 85, the first one.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the drop it.
Just pulled it up.
Yeah, 86, yes, right. I was thinking about the Grip It joint. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on now, you know me now. I'm a Woo baby, but shout out to J Prince already.
But they really started getting on the map with the Mind Playing Tricks on Me in 91. That's what really put them on the map nationwide with that 91 though. But they had been out long before that.
That's when I listened to their whole album. Before that, it was just little songs. I listened to their whole album then.
So I'm hearing that you like them, but what was their influence? I mean, who were you saying that they influenced? Where did you see their influence?
A whole region of Southern rappers, like saying, hey, not only can California and New York guys get out here and do their thing, like Sir said, the South got something to say. Okay, so would y'all put Outkast more influential than the Ghetto Boys, or no? What would y'all say to that?
That's the mic line. So I'd say they
not
both
better rappers. We're not trying to ask who's better or who you like more, who sold the most records to the chat. Go ahead, fam.
I would think we'll have to say Outkast because only real people who know music and know rap know about the Ghetto Boys like that. They might know a couple of their songs, but really know them as a group. Nobody knew about the South like that until Outkast stood on the stage and said that they won that year.
Nah, we know about the South, man.
Yeah. You had 2 Live Crew as well. 2 Live Crew is the reason why artists are able to curse on records.
Thank you. Shout out to Uncle Luke.
And they're from the South.
We all, everybody, not just rappers, all artists and all free thinkers and people who believe in any form of freedom of expression. You all owe a debt to Uncle Luke. I don't care if you're the biggest feminist and you don't like the misogyny of hip hop. If it wasn't for that Miami nigga saying, go and pop that pussy, bitch, shake that ass, you wouldn't be able. Yep, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Your feminist ass would not be able to stand up and say what you want to say. And so it's weird and crazy, but there's a certain level of respect we must always give to Uncle Luke.
Everybody was out there popping to Uncle Luke. Stop the madness.
Say it again, Passionate. Stop it.
Hey, look, my man said, Marq Nash, how you don't have NWA in your poll?
I was getting there.
Let me say something. I know Bison. Look, man.
I'm on it.
I know Bison. I'm a one-man army song. All right, my bad on me. I can't do it all, and I don't think about this shit a whole like a week or two ahead. Sometimes these shows get created the day of, a couple hours before. So, and then I try to squeeze a bunch of topics in one episode. I be like, all right, it's Wednesday. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do some relationship talking, and at the end, we're gonna try to squeeze in some boxing talk. Like I just be trying to do the most. So my bad. I know boxing. Hit me up on IG, man, or shoot me an email with some topics, bro. I promise I will do better. Deuce times, I'm ashamed of you. Put a case on Deuce. Reggie, I'm ashamed of you.
Now, I will say, as much as I feel like Biggie and Tupac were the biggest influence, I will say NWA is right up there because they actually switched rap from fun and playful to gangster. Because in all honesty, I was a teenager when NWA came out. I didn't even know people were living like, because I grew up middle class. Like I said, both my parents were ministers. I grew up middle class. All my neighbors were white. I did not know people were living like that until I heard that record. And I was like, wow, people live like this? And I listened to that whole album. I didn't know about drive-bys. I didn't know about any of that stuff until NWA came out. And I was scandalized by it. It was my boyfriend's tape. I was scandalized when I first heard it. And he was like, that's what you get for listening, taking it out my car. But, you know, I didn't know people even lived like that. And they totally changed the face of rap. After that, everybody wanted to be gangster rappers. And I remember not too long afterwards, Will Smith quit rapping because he said that rap became so negative that he didn't want to rap about it anymore because it wasn't fun, because everybody wanted to hear gangster rap after NWA.
That nigga was getting to the bag too. Let's not forget Big Will get to the motherfucking bag.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret that's gonna blow your mind, and y'all didn't know this. Check this out.
Blow my mind.
It's gonna blow your mind,
brother.
Did you know Strata Compton's not a gangster rap album?
Who?
Strata Compton, NWA. If you really analyze each song, there's only 3 songs that can be considered gangster rap. The rest of the album was social commentary. It really wasn't a gangster rap album. It's just an album with a lot of F words. Because look, the only 3
all positive network.
The only 3 songs you can consider a gangster rap out, gangster songs are Strata Compton, If It Ain't Rough, and Gangsta Gang. And Gangsta Gangsta. That's it. But the other song, like F the Police, is not a gangster song. They're telling you this is what goes on in our neighborhood with the police, and we're telling you why we don't like them. Dope Man, they're not rhyming as a dope man. They're telling you this is what the dope man does. He sells drugs. We don't like him. They got a song called Something to Dance To, which is a dance song. So they got Quiet on the Set. MC Range is telling you how ill he is on the mic. It's really not a gangster rap album, but everybody heard all those F words on the first album and they ran with it. So NWA is like, well, people don't respect us for our social commentary, so let's give people what they want. So the next album, then they started making gangster rap music. But the first album is really not a gangster rap album.
What y'all think about Chief Keef? I'm hearing a lot of people say Chief Keef ushered in that drill rap, got a whole region popping. What y'all think of that? Because Twista was out. It was people out.
Yeah.
He don't do what Twista do. He don't do what Bone do. So the Midwest was out. But he ushered in a era, I guess, of lesser skilled rappers getting on. Like niggas doing their video on house arrest. Just me in the crib, cause I can't go nowhere. Everybody just come over here. You bring the camera, you play the beat. Let's do it. Pull the guns out. Smoke some weed. That's it.
Well, Chief Keef, honestly, as somebody from the Midwest, at the onset and the heyday of No Limit, we started having a lot in Ohio and parts of Illinois and Michigan. We had a lot of, cats coming straight out the trap. And a lot of people don't know up north, we do get a lot of country stuff because we got a lot of Southern roots. Like I always clown and I say I'm Northern Geechee. And so we had a lot of Northern rappers who started embracing more of our Southern culture. We started embracing more of the way we talk and our little slang, and it started stripping it down. Chief Keef was the first one to get international recognition, but actually from being around here, I can name countless rappers that, if it really started in the late 90s.
But peep this though. Some people come before us. Like it's always somebody who come before us, but that doesn't, and they might be the originator, but somebody else just take it somewhere else and they become the most influential. Some people just got the whole package.
No, you're right about that. That's what I'm saying. Chief Keef got the
look, some people got the story, some people got the whole package though. And from there, people want to be that. People are influenced by it. But it's always somebody was rapping first, somebody was doing it, and probably was better. Like I think Twista is way better, but we can't do what Twista do. I always use Twista as the example, as like when people talk about, well, such and such had a ghostwriter, such and such had a ghostwriter, and I was like, it takes skill to deliver, because Twista can write you you could have had overnight celebrity, you wouldn't have been able to deliver it like Twista. So it's something that got to be said about that. But go ahead, I passed the mic.
I'm not. I mean, I agree with you. I said Chief Keef, he was the one who got the recognition, and I agree with you. Yeah, there were a lot of us who were doing it beforehand, and I say us because that's when I started dumbing down my style and stopped trying to just wow niggas with bars. And I realized that sometimes like these cats got to understand what you're fucking saying, and sometimes you got to meet people where they're at. But yeah, Twista wasn't doing it. Twista was
before Chief Keef.
Huh?
Who was doing drill rap before Chief Keef though? From the Midwest.
That's what I'm saying. That style was already coming into being because it was basically.
That's what I'm saying. Who was doing drill rap?
Shoot, let me think off the top of my head. Let me name. I know Scambino Mob out of Michigan. That's all they were. That's why both them niggas are in prison right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they were doing was rapping about who they shot and what blocks they bop off of. There was a group out of Cleveland that were really big. They had a couple videos I was watching when I wasn't even living in Ohio. They was on Yo MTV Raps. There was a couple groups that were doing it, but like when everybody stayed local because that hood rap in the Midwest stayed hood rap, and that's what it became. That's why I said it started to become a subgenre, because in the Midwest, if we wasn't tongue twisting or harmonizing, if we wasn't say emulating Twist or emulating Bone, people just kind of relegated us to being underground rappers. And you know what I'm saying? So you started really getting this real underground swell of people who were doing early drill rap, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm from the hood, my shit will never leave the hood, so I'm just gonna serenade the hood. Fuck them.
All Pops said his audio clicked off. He'll be back. HLD, we doing that rewatch tonight on members only. And I got a good topic for us over there. So definitely don't miss that, HLD. I need you and Puro there for that. Kanye suffered from that. What you talk? I missed it. What he suffered from?
He's talking about what I was talking about. Like in the Midwest, there started being like a lot of us started doing completely different things, because I'm for real, as somebody from the Midwest, like I would do something like, even like, you see, I still tongue twist and everything now. It became a thing where you had to be able to do this, because being from this area, how Bone and Twister they really just carved that in everyone's mind. That's Midwest hip hop, to where if you wasn't tongue twisting, everybody was you were just stuck in the hood, to where all of us who that probably wasn't our bread and butter flow, we rapped a little more West Coast, we rapped a little more East Coast. We were just permanently underground during that period. Like even when my label formed in the late 90s, early 2000s, that's what it was all about. Fuck y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? So we just really, and so there was the early forms of drill rap was already there, because Illinois, Michigan, and Ohio niggas, we started more priding ourselves on not being famous, but being that nigga in the hood that everyone knows, that niggas from our city and our region are arguing with niggas from other cities. Like, you ain't never heard of that guy Eclipse, man, that nigga Eclipse will burn these niggas, man. And then playing our music and we prided ourselves off that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having our homeboys, like when I was, doing the hand-to-hand combat with the CDs out the trunk, I prided myself on, they were people who had collections of my different albums and mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? And they laughing at industry niggas. It became a real blue collar, with that blue collar Midwest attitude, we really became anti-industry and ran into forming this drill rap thing. Chief Keef just took it and blew it up.
Well, when we talk about, say will be the rapper who started
speak up. Say that again.
Yeah, I was saying that who would y'all say was the first rapper who made it so you didn't have to sound like where you were from? You would sound like how you wanted to sound, your own individual voice.
God damn, you dropped the bomb on me with that one. I gotta think. I can't just answer that. Fuck.
Let me get sir the old shit drop. Damn, sir. Good. That's a damn good question, sir. Damn, sir.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
All right, good question. Passion and Blitz, ladies first. Who's the first rapper that you heard like what, and you was like, wow, I don't even know where he from or what? Oh, I got one. Tupac. Might be the first. He was bi-coastal, man.
Facts.
Might have been bipolar too. I'm just saying, but bi-coastal. Rest in peace. God bless today. I'm just saying.
And he was beloved by women.
And he was what?
He was beloved by women, coast to coast. Everybody loved.
They loved him coast to coast. I think. Shit. And look, I might be pushing the envelope on this. Some people ain't gonna like it, but I gotta say it. This dude right here, super influential. He made it cool to do the girl songs. He made it cool to be in shape and take your shirt off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these rappers didn't have won't in shape like that. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J came in and ushered in a whole era of it's okay to make a love song. To the point where
ladies love.
You gotta have one. We need a song for the ladies.
Ladies, well, no, you're 100% right. So before Tupac,
I'll say L, then Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, but before Tupac, before your Drakes, before anything, the original ladies' man of hip hop was always, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Todd Smith. You know, ladies love Cool James.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
The first person I heard call herself the GOAT, and then everybody want to say they the GOAT. We even call people goats now because of this dude.
Facts.
Nobody was saying that. If so, Deuce pull up and tell me about how somebody in Oakland was doing it first. Come on, nigga. Come on, dude. Come on, tell me one of them stories. I can't wait.
You need more people.
Yeah, man.
We don't believe you.
You know,
Marq's in rare form tonight. Look at him. He's cocked and loaded. Look at him.
Nah, man. It's just entertainment, man. It's just entertainment.
I know. I'm fucking with you, man.
Yeah, man.
But no, I'm with you, Marq. I'm ready to go to war for you too, and not even on the East Coast, West Coast. But come on, now you tell me who really made it the thing to listen. Yeah, I'm hard, but I fuck with bitches, and bitches fuck with me. Name somebody before LA.
I think in that way, Run DMC was good. Run DMC was one of the first groups that I saw crossing over into rock and roll and different other genres and bringing in different, feels into rap. So I would say Run DMC would be right up there too.
Yeah, definitely. Look, my Adidas. Look, Christmas. Who had the first Christmas song? Was that Curtis Blow?
DMC. That was Run DMC.
Curtis Blow didn't have a Christmas song, but I know Run DMC had a huge Christmas song.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens, stuffing in rice bag. Oh man, come on! Don't make me age myself.
Christmas in Hollis.
You already did that.
No. He ain't like look.
Respectfully.
Look, then they have remember they had didn't they have a Halloween song? I know Will Smith had the It's Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah.
And they got sued for that shit. New Line Cinema said, hell no. It's a Nightmare on My Street. Yeah, with the Freddy Krueger.
In New Line Cinema's defense, they did take the Nightmare on Elm Street theme for the beat. They had Freddy speaking and rapping with Will in the song. Somebody acted like Freddy, and they basically were spoofing the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 in the video. Like they did too many Nightmare on Elm Street references to not have no sort of clearance or go ahead from them.
But you know how hip hop was back then. But yeah, Cliff, you kind of threw me off with that Run DMC Christmas rap. You remember a verse?
I was remembering it's Christmas time.
Hollis, Queens, mom's cooking
chicken and collard greens, stuffing in rice, macaroni and peas, while somebody putting gifts on the Christmas tree. Decorate the house with lights so bright, snow on the ground, snow lights so bright. In the fireplace with the UO log, beneath the mistletoe as we sip eggnog. Damn, if I think about it, it'll come back to me.
Yeah,
I had to do it for talent shows.
The rhymes you hear.
Rhymes you hear alive and you hear it. It's Christmas time and we got
Christmas carols. Yeah. Rhymes you hear are the rhymes of carols.
Great job, guys.
Every year we bust Christmas carols.
I can see me and my brother standing back to back in our leather coats at the motherfucking talent show. Right?
Nah, dude said Snoop got the best Christmas song ever. I got to put a case on that.
Well, Deuce. Deuce got his bias. West up, really. Deuce got his bias.
Best Christmas song. I gotta give it to Luke, man. What you gonna get that boy for Christmas? What you gonna get that guy? Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but my favorite Christmas song goes to Atlanta, Georgia. Outkast Players Ball, which is a Christmas song.
Thanks.
I ain't putting no Christmas song on that.
It came out on it debuted on LaFace's Christmas album, and it is a Christmas time. That's why they're saying it's beginning to look a lot like Follow My Every Step. They're talking about it's Christmas time, but they're balling, and so they're in the hood, and everyone, that little Christmas cookout. That's what the whole point of Players Ball is.
Wow, blew my mind, bro.
Yeah, they did. They even talk about it in the Outkast documentaries. And
blew my mind.
That's
bro.
the whole point of the song. It's a ghetto Christmas.
Wow, blew my mind.
You never heard of it.
I never looked at that song and thought of that. I remember that line. It's beginning to look. Yeah, I just never looked looked at it as a quote unquote Christmas song. Wow, taught me something.
Well, that's why they're one of my favorite groups. They came on, they got signed by LaFace, and LaFace said, before you do your album, we got this Christmas album where we got all of our TLC and everything. And there's an Outkast documentary where what's the boy from the head dude from Organized Noise? What's his name? Rico or whatever. Rico, he's talking about, he's like, and we're sitting here trying to figure out whatever, and we had already had the Players Club beat. Players Ball beat, and they were already working on rhymes. And we were already working on rhymes, and we liked the song so much that Andre, we was like, we got to hurry up and get a song for LaFace because we just got signed. We don't want to look bad, and so we trying to come up with a Christmas song. And he said, Big Boy was like, man, fuck that. I love my verse. Fuck that. And so he slipped in a couple Christmas references, and Dre slipped in one or two Christmas references.
Cool. Yo, that shit is crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I would be remiss. They said we can't do a most influential list without Cool G Rap and Rakim. I remember talking to Megazar. Megazar said if it weren't for Rakim, y'all niggas will still be out here rapping like the hip hop to the hippie hip hop.
Small hats.
Shout out to Brandon Washington. You get what I'm saying? So what do you guys think? Is it two categories of influential, or do we have to have a top 10 for this? It's not fair to do a top 4 or a top 5 because those, like Clips was saying, the mic line, or people are fruit from a tree, right? Like that, the Kane and Rakims influenced the Jay-Z's and the Nas's, which influenced the Drakes and the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar's,
That's such. I also want to add this. As an Ohio artist, and only West Coast artists, and some artists from Detroit can truly feel me on this, Chicago too. Our influence goes outside of hip hop. We are so influenced by funk, blues, and soul and whatever like that, where, you cannot listen to none of my music, even if I'm not singing or harmonizing. If you're listening to what I'm saying or listening to how this beat's going, that's a direct nod to Bootsy Collins. That's a nod to the Isley Brothers. That's a nod to the OJs. And,
music though.
No. Even my style, like the style, what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, I'm rap. Like there are times, like I even got songs where I'm rapping it, but if you listen to what I'm saying, it's a play on an old Curtis Mayfield song. That's the whole point. My rap, this is a rap song, but it's an answer to a Curtis Mayfield or a Sam Cooke or some shit that the OJs did. I got songs like that.
Yeah, I would definitely say that you have to have 2 lists, one for like the legacy line influential, and then just for, more like the fame or changing the game influential.
I would say a top 10 would be more in order, but when you say influence, that means that you change something. So you coming down the line sounding like somebody before you, to me, that's not you being influential. But if you change the game in some significant way, then I can see that. Like if I say Jay-Z, I feel like he changed it and he made it, a conglomerate where it was a huge empire that he wanted to build. And rappers talking about having empires, and as far as, Biggie and Tupac influencing the entire country and having, people at war, I expect to see that there was some huge impact that you made, a big change, not that you sounded just like somebody else before you. When you juiced it up a little bit, I expected, like gangster rap, I expected that you made a huge impact on the genre, not that it was the same as somebody before you. So that's all I'm saying.
We do the super chat real quick. Shout out to my boy DJ. What up, DJ? Let me give him a drop.
I got 5 on it.
He said if it weren't for Biggie and Heavy D, us big dudes would still be left out when it comes to getting women. They put on for the big fellas. All right, let me give him another drop for that.
I got 5 on it.
Well, DJ, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, man. Biggie definitely is the reason why big dudes take their shirt off on stage. prior to him, I won't see none of these big dudes out here taking their shirt off on stage. All right. Well, that's a good one right here. We could I do want to say this before I go to this next topic and get y'all take on it. Oh, let me see that. What do you say? Chubb Rock. They said don't forget about Chubb Rock. Shout out
I
to
was
Lisa.
about to say that, but I didn't want to. Yeah,
Go ahead. Let's give him his flowers.
If you first of all, Chubb Rock, for all y'all who don't know, Chubb Rock came out like 87, 88, and Chubb Rock not only was hardcore or whatever, but the ladies loved him. And what was dope about Chubb Rock is Chubb Rock had a lot of songs that like Biggie basically took a lot of Chubb Rock's energy and flow, because he would have songs that were very hardcore, but for some reason the ladies loved it because how his voice just bounced on the beat, and it would just be so melodic. But it was still in that up tempo style of rap where the drums was to where it was more like house party style dancing. To whereas everything transitioned and the music slowed down and the flow slowed down a little bit. Chubb Rock had a hard time to transition, but remember, it was Chubb Rock who helped bring Biggie to us. Chubb Rock and Heavy D, one of Biggie's first songs, A Bunch of Niggas, on Heavy D's Blue Funk album that he did after Trouble T. Roy died. Rest in peace, Trouble T. Roy, and everything. And there's even a song with Heavy D, Chubb Rock, and Biggie, young early Biggie, where they're talking about paving the way for bigger dudes. So yeah, Chubb Rock's definitely in there. In your big nigga pantheon, on your big nigga Mount Rushmore, you got to put Chubb Rock there too. And that's got to be a big mountain to carve because he's some big niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, King T too. Shout out to King T on the West Coast, another big nigga who was putting it down.
All right. Well, look, I'm gonna move to this next topic. We got to talk about it. Hold on. What he said? He said, I told y'all Big was one of the best to ever do it. He's an originator. Shout out to Deuce Times. Power 600 said Biggie was also inspired by King T and Slick Rick. Yeah. It's nothing wrong. I think people are confusing influential too with nothing you do can be inspired by anyone else. Like, I just think that's not true. Because it's always somebody that came before you, but that is what it is. And he said an E40. And E40 what?
E40 was a big dude who definitely put it down. And E40, out of Biggie's own mouth and out of his homeboy C-Rock's mouth, E40 applied one of the illest pressure games in the history of hip hop that is known, that is publicly talked about, when he paid for Big to do a show in Sacramento. And just so he could have a conversation with Big, and like Big said, yeah, he had to bend the knee. Shout out to E40 for that.
That could have been bad.
Oh no, you heard the story, right? I know, Mark. You watched it.
I never heard Big talk about it before, but I did hear E40 talk about it.
Yeah, they paid for that show. They said
he was dead. I heard him talking about it.
Right. Yeah, it was bad. I heard it. I heard about it in real time as a rumor, and then a magazine on one of the little rap pages or whatever had an article about it. But it wasn't until, like you said, long after Big is dead that you started seeing interviews of people confirming that really happened. And when I heard that story, like
E40 went to the social media before we had social media after he did it.
No, nobody said nothing. It was just people who were there.
You heard about it in real time, and then the magazine started talking about it.
Right. Remember, like I said, because my brother was doing that bouncing, certain things, especially with West Coast rappers, we'd hear about it in real time back in the 90s, before the internet, because, my brother's a bouncer. And so he's with all these dudes who are bouncing, and they're telling different stories about who's a cokehead, who's getting robbed when they went to San Antonio, boop-de-boop, blah, blah, blah. And so we heard a story about Big getting pressed, but it's like, And then I remember reading an article on rap pages about Big getting pressed. And then I'm just like, okay. And then years after, then the documentaries come out and you see them talking about that show in Sacramento. And it's like, wow, that happened. Ooh.
I never heard about that until E40 said it. Wow. That shit crazy. But yeah. Let's move forward though. I got a little relationship talk because it's hump day. Y'all know what I mean.
You need more people.
wrong button.
Everybody should hump today.
Yeah, little hump day. So yeah, I got a little relationship talk. It's about boundaries, right? And I was listening to Corey Holcomb's show yesterday, and he had an interesting thing that he said, and I made a clip out of it. Let's hear it.
But if I'm on a date with a woman and she speaks to another dude without clearing it with me, she has put herself in pickles in my world. Proper protocol is, if I say, okay, you can speak to him. If I say, don't say shit to him, you are supposed to put your head down and keep walking with me.
Now, of course, it's some conjecture in there. It's a little joke going on, but I always say, especially when you get with a comedian on Corey's level, there's always a little truth to a joke, right? So boundaries, right? So I put this video out on my social media platforms. On TikTok, I got a lot of comments over there, and it's the ladies don't like it. They said, well, one lady replied with, she said, all of that for some free dinner? Bye. Somebody else was like, what time period does he think this is? Like, Isa a good girl boss, Isa look down, Isa won't speak to him and shit like that. But let's take the jokes out of it and let's have a real conversation, right? You are out and about, and Passionate Bliss, lady on the panel, let me ask you straight up. You out and about, you bumping, you're on a date, you bump into a guy that you know. You see him, you're with a guy. What do? Do you speak to him? Do you say, hey, do you mind if I go speak? Does it matter? Have you ever been in this situation? How does that work?
I definitely go speak. I say, hey, this is my friend. How you doing? And I introduce who I'm with to that person. But yeah, I'm not asking for permission to. I'm not asking for permission to go speak.
Hold on,
my friend is right here.
Hold on. Did you used to fuck him though? That's what I'm saying. It's one thing to say, oh, we went to school together and he's the nerd. But if you fucking on this dude, you would introduce a guy you was fucking on to a guy who's trying to fuck on you now.
Correct. It's irrelevant. I ain't fucking him now.
If it's irrelevant, why we even got to speak to him?
It's irrelevant.
Hold on. If it's irrelevant, why do we even speak? Why you introduce me to a nigga you used to fuck?
If we ended on good terms, I'm supposed to walk past you, pretend like I don't know you. That's absurd.
If you with me, hell yeah. Like, wow. If it ended on good terms, y'all would still be together or they'll be dead. That's good terms. Somebody died. That's good terms.
Mark.
Yeah, nigga, we singing gangster carols at the funeral. We doing the this song's dedicated to my. We doing all of that shit. But that nigga can't just still be roaming around bumping to us at the damn Applebee's, like, and you like, hey.
We don't own the Applebee's. He can come to Applebee's, and we're supposed to sit there and pretend like we don't know.
Get your ass out.
We're gonna sit there looking around at the ceiling and the
no. Hold on. You see
like
him. When he say he saw you.
That we laid up with.
Hold up. But look.
I feel like a kid in the other room when my parents are fighting.
Passionate is, why do you have to be the one to submit and go speak to him? You with me. I can see if that nigga walked up and said, hey, how you doing, Passionate Bliss? Nice to see you. Ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, sir? My name is Marq Nash. Nice to meet you. Hey, how you
I probably wouldn't get up and go. I'd probably wave real friendly across the room.
Oh, okay. But you ain't going over there and give him a hug.
If I'm seated, I'm not gonna get up and go run over there. If I'm seated, I don't see no reason to go run over there to him. But I'll probably.
That's what I'm talking about, Passionate Bliss. See, now you talking my language. Hey, you nothing and crying.
Hey, you nothing and crying. I had you nothing and crying.
Yeah, that's
I'm assuming that we're like walking around the mall and we bump into him and say, hey, and then we speak like that. But if we're seated,
no, it ain't no bumping into us. You see them. Do you go over? Because that's making a conscious effort. It's one thing to walk by, we make eye contact, they wave, you wave. You can't initiate the first contact with you with me. You can't be the first one to wave. You can't be the first one to walk over.
What?
None of that shit.
She can wave. Stop the madness. That lady can wave.
Why? You trying to get his attention?
Because she saw him and he saw her.
Did he speak? Did he wave first?
I don't know. I don't think a wave
Yeah.
matters.
Can I ask a $64,000 question real quick, passionate? Here's a $64,000 question. Now, when the roles reverse, how are you conducting yourself? Yo, you out with your man. He sees somebody that he knows. Now, if she looks at him and he looks and waves, that's one thing. Now, are you not feeling a certain way? If this nigga walks over to her, makes a point to walk over, hey, boop-de-boop, blah, 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 and chop it up. Even if he does say, oh, yeah, this is my date, passionate bliss, boop-de-boop, blah, blah, blah. If this mother, I'm like, I was on your side, but I like the way Mark framed that. Like, you know, I'm like, for real. Like, if you're going to make that conscious effort, you out with me, we walking past the food court, and all of a sudden now you're walking away from me to go walk up to some random nigga and go say hi, talking about, oh, no, that's Craig. I've known him for 5-6 years. And especially if during them 5-6 years, there was some fucking going on.
Come on now. Come on with it, Clip.
Yeah,
now, listen, I gotta look at you and know your type. I don't want to know your type right now.
You heard me? We trying to go to Panda Express and enjoy some bourbon chicken. And now I'm knowing that, okay, I know you like light-skinned niggas with dreads. I get it.
Yeah, nigga, like, I got your type. Like, I'm your type. Like, type. Hell no.
Well, I think the situation has to be very specified. If we're both seated, him getting up and going over, or me getting up and going over, that's excessive. We can wave across the room.
How about
but
this?
If we're already walking around the mall,
we're in a restaurant lobby. There we
go.
go.
Each other.
Passionate Bliss. Mm-hmm. We all in a restaurant lobby together at Olive Garden. You and I ordered. We waiting to get seated. He's picking up some takeout. He walks in. Boom. Hey, do you have an order for Michael? And you hear that voice, instantly pussy get wet, drip, 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 and you walk and you say,
"Oh, say all that."
I know that voice. That's Michael.
Why am I with you if he can make me
so?
Oh, I know that
voice. Why am I with you?
That's Michael. I haven't seen Michael in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you over there with Larry.
Well, I would speak. I would say, hello, sir, and introduce them to who I'm with. If we both stand up in the lobby waiting to be seated, I would speak, hello, sir. And then I'll introduce who I'm with. But if we're standing up, but if we're seated to get up and go over, that's a bit much. But if you're all standing.
We all standing there in the lobby. He picking us to go order. He see you, you see him. I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm just oblivious to the. Okay, here's the question. When do you tell me? Because you're gonna introduce me, right? Or you just gonna walk over there?
You better not.
Are you introducing
no,
me?
I'm not gonna walk over. If we're all standing.
Are you gonna say, "Hey, Michael"?
I'm gonna wave. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna wave.
You're just gonna wave.
Over, then we speak. If he don't come over, then we don't speak.
No. You wave. So now he waves back and walks on over. What happens?
Then I introduce him to who I'm with.
So you say, "Hey, Michael, this is Marcus."
Mm-hmm.
I used to fuck Michael back in the day when I was in college. He used to bust me down when we used to have our study hall. Like when do you tell me you just introduced me to a nigga you was fucking on?
Yeah, don't tell me we sat there at the restaurant.
My whole dinner right now.
We didn't have drinks. We didn't have drinks. We had a good time. Then on the ride home, you tell me.
No. Right. Like, look. At that point, I'm going to ask her. I was like, you should fuck this nigga right there.
I would not tell you that.
You was sucking him off? That's where you learned the little trick from?
I would not tell you that. I would introduce
you. No. I'm going to
ask.
So you've been giving me not only some other nigga sandwich, you've been giving me somebody else blowjob.
We gonna sit down at African Americans, but we gonna get the check Dutch. I'm telling you, because this sounds like some bullshit. You ain't about to tell me that, because I ain't gonna let it slide.
I would never tell you I dated him.
Hey, how you doing, Michael? Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael. This is Marcus. Used to suck this nigga dick before I shake his hand. You was fucking on this nigga. Don't make me shake his hand.
I'm not gonna bring that up.
Real hard.
I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm not gonna bring that up, but I'm not gonna answer that question.
Oh, Michael's reaction is gonna tell me if he was fucking on you. When I say that, I'm gonna throw him all the way off. He can be like, I gotta go. Oh yeah, he's gonna tell on you. It was nice seeing you, Pastor. But why, nigga? Why was it nice seeing her again? The fuck is y'all?
You missed the pussy, huh?
Y'all need to stop the madness.
Oh,
Y'all need
nigga,
to
what?
stop the madness.
We gonna have it out right there in the Olive Garden.
Who's dick bigger?
Come on now.
Y'all doing the
Bigger than
most.
mine.
Y'all doing the most in front of the Olive Garden breadsticks. And
Excuse my language, y'all. This is what
salad.
show. I saved the hardcore cousin for the second part of the show. Excuse my language.
Yeah, and Passionate Bliss, please don't think we're being disrespectful or vulgar with you. We just clouded. I'm sorry, my queen. But yeah, that.
Passionate
No.
Bliss, where she at?
Y'all doing the most in the Olive Garden. Ain't got to be all
Bliss.
that.
I can't let you just introduce me to this dude. Like, you don't think that's embarrassing to be around you, a guy you like? I'm the only one that don't know in this situation, because you're gonna say, "Oh, we went to college together. We were in college."
You don't need to know. Now, in cases where you need to know, it's like if we're going to a dinner party or we're going to a work party, or I'm going to if you're going to be around this person actually socializing with them, then I'll say, okay, yo, I dated this person. I would like to know. And if you dated somebody in the room that I'm socializing with, I want to know that you dated this person or you slept with them or whatever. And if you're going to be socializing, but a random encounter where he says hi, bye, and you go, I wouldn't even bring it up. I would just say it was a friend and keep going. I wouldn't talk about him again after he left.
You lied to me.
So Passionate Bliss, you would set yourself up for the potential awkwardness of the scenario I said earlier of, okay, now we met, we had a good little rapport. We probably didn't even have drinks and kick it, but yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, dude's cool. Then you wait till we in the car driving home. Yeah, I was fucking him in senior year. Or you gonna wait till we have this nice little conversation, a nice little civil discourse, and then it comes out months or whatever down the line that you used to fuck them, and I'm like, wait, what, dude, we met in Olive Garden? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, so why didn't you say nothing? Oh, I didn't think that was important. You think that ain't gonna trigger a nigga?
Y'all are really running with this story. Y'all are running wild with this story. But no.
Anybody else with me don't know Passionate?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Like, that's gonna hit different. Like, you could have told me right then and there. I don't care how ignorant and off-putting it was.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I
Let
used
me
to fuck
know.
Let me know. Don't let me walk
I would
into that
only tell
blind.
you if you were going to have prolonged contact with this person. A quick hi and bye, no. I wouldn't even speak about it again.
If it's
You may
well,
never
if
see
it's
this
like
person
that,
again.
hold
Why
on,
on
hold
earth
on.
would I tell you that I was with
But
this
if it's
person?
like that, why do you gotta initiate the contact in the first place? You on a date. He in there, you probably he by himself picking up a to-go order. Shit, he might be getting to go for two. But regardless, why do you have to, hey Michael, why you gotta do that first?
If
Why
you make
you
eye
gotta do
contact with
that?
somebody, you cannot pretend like you don't see them.
Hey, look, I'd be like, oh, she like
That's
niggas' names that start with an M. She went from Michael to Marcus. What's next?
That is insane.
He rap,
You
I
can't
rap.
pretend-
That sound
you
like
can't
something I would
pretend
say.
You don't know somebody.
On a sidebar.
Unless
On a
it
sidebar,
ended
fellas.
badly.
He
If
went
it
from
ended
Christian
badly,
to
I would
Christopher.
act like I
Like,
never
oh,
seen
Exactly.
this
they got
before
Chris
in
in
my
their
life.
name.
Hey, fellas, not trying to be funny, but fellas, on this same line, have you ever had a chick that you was really interested in, but it was a scenario like this where, like Mark said, you found out her type, or when you realized that was a dude she used to fuck, and you start seeing a similar, like he said, he rap, I rap, we both kind of look the same, or whatever. Doesn't that make you kind of look at her and what you guys got going on a little differently? Like,
A little bit, bro. I got a
No.
story. I got a little story.
I'm giving you a passion and bliss. I'm talking to the men. This is like for real, men. I'm trying to give you insight to male psyche. It doesn't have nothing to do with insecurity. Once we know this, and if you didn't get in front of it, and if you weren't woman enough to be like, oh yeah, boom, and how the man's mind works. Once we know this, oh, you got a type. I swear to God, I better not see no light skinned nigga with dreads doing DoorDash by my house. You feel me though? Like once a man gets that in his mind, like, oh, okay,
I know her type.
Yep.
Hey, look, cause my wife be saying that to me every time somebody come on screen. She be like, I was like, oh yeah. She be like, oh, I know that's your type. I was like, why you say that? She got big lips, light skin, chinky eyes. I know your type. I was like, nigga, you describing you. I had other bitches than you, nigga. I was fucking small. You ain't my only type. I ain't got no type. I got a type, but not a type. You know what I'm saying? God made it, I slayed it, but you just think my type is you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Man, Mark on the roll. He said, God made it, I slayed it. God damn it, I'm out here. Listen, nigga, life's a buffet. I'm trying all that. I'm trying everything.
Shit. No, look, I'm just saying, man. Look, a woman. Now, I ain't talking about no altered shit.
So
now,
you guys are saying if you
keyword
see
is God
somebody
made
in the Olive Garden You're
As
gonna
a
act
woman.
like you're gonna act like you don't know. If you see an ex in the Olive Garden, you're gonna act like you don't know her.
Nigga, what? I got a whole story. I left a party. I left my wife at a party. I bumped into somebody I'm fucking with. I'm like, the hell is she doing here? Who does she know here?
Wait, Mark, you talking about that one thing you told me?
Yeah, nigga, it's story time.
That's what he talking about.
Yo, yeah, okay. If you don't give a fuck, tell these people. He told me this story about a year ago, and I was never forget it. This is the funniest shit.
Everybody want to know here how the story goes. So I'm out with Shorty, right? For purposes, for entertainment purposes. It wasn't my wife. It was a whole nother girl. But look, so I'm at a party with my girl, and we having a good time. It's a group gathering, and lo and behold, I'm walking up the stairs, and I instantly see a chick that I used to smash. And it was like a one-time thing, you know what I'm saying? Man, okay, it might have been a couple time thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, might have banged her here, then banged her one more other time, and that might have been it. I mean, for some reason, our body chemistry just didn't match, man. She used to get so drunk all the time, and shit just used to get all dry, and I was like, man, it was just no fun. I was like, yeah. So long story less long. I see the chick. She does not see me. I walk outside, tell the homies that I'm with, I see y'all real quick. I need to go to the crib real quick. I left something at the house. I get in the car and I leave. I left the girl that I was seeing at the time at the party. Nobody knew. I never told nobody who she was or what, because I didn't know who the fuck she knew there. I'm like, are you related to one of my one of my girls' friends? You related to one of their dudes? Are you dating one of these dudes that I know? Are y'all related? I just know I avoided you like a long time. I'm not at this point in my life where I want to have a conversation about you. So I just got in my car and left. I left everybody, everything, dropped the ball, fuck everybody. I'm out of here. Got to protect myself at all times. That's the first rule of combat sports. Protect yourself at all times, damn it. And so of course, when I just leave the party like that, you know, phone start ringing. Where you at? Shit, I left something at the crib. Oh, for real? Okay. Where you at? When you coming back? Man, I'm over here fucked up. I don't know what I drunk or ate over there while I was there, but I'm so fucked up I can't get back on the road. I'll just see y'all at the next party. All right, we'll get some rest. All right. Kind of true story. I kind of changed some things around just to.
That is terrible.
But I left everybody, everything. Find your own way home, nigga. You know enough people.
Abandoned ship, abort mission.
I'm out of here.
That is terrible. We are all
that was the
adults.
best I ever seen her look. So I was like, damn, I didn't even know you could look like this, but I know you.
We're all
Jesus,
adults.
let me get the fuck up out of here.
Everybody has a past. So you don't believe in your so you don't believe that your spouse or whatever having friends that you used to date before?
Oh yeah, I think she played me like that one time too. She won't admit it, but I was about to leave her ass, or me and my sister was gonna jump her, or we gonna jump that dude. But my sister, she the female version of me. We was ready to fight some shit that day. My wife,
because two of my
the nigga in the American deli, talking about
two of my best friends in the
I'm
world.
like, hey, Harold, what the fuck is Harold?
Exes that I used to date. Two of my best friends in the world are exes that I used to date. So you're telling me that you have to get rid of your friends because you came along. You might even be there for 3 months. So she's supposed to dump her friends because she dated them before she met you.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes, 100%.
Once I can't be around them knowing my broom went through the same I'll
go ahead and be honest.
Our brooms can't be brushing the same carpet and you just hanging around the club with me. Like it's just
I'll be honest.
College, nothing happened. It was I love you though. Your dick was bigger. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Get this nigga the fuck away from me.
Yeah, let me be honest though. Like as somebody who's been pretty much a swinger since middle school, Mark's kind of right. I fucked up a lot of relationships and interactions because even though I'm not fucking them, I got self-control where we could be around each other without fucking or want to bring back old feelings. I'm man enough to admit that I probably put them females in awkward positions because, yeah, I'm still cool with this bitch and the bitch is around and, you know, and yeah, it's one of those things that if you really want the relationship, I'm not saying it's always got to be like that, but there has to be that initial time where, yeah, y'all really are invested in yourself, and you can't have those uncomfortable, overly familiar interactions on either side, the male or the female side. I just really think that it kind of poisons the well as somebody who, you know, has been in these type of situations a lot. Yeah.
That speaks to the maturity of the person you're dealing with. And I will say this: I had this one guy. I was really serious about him, but I had a best friend who I used to date, and we were still best friends. And he insisted that it was making him uncomfortable. So I actually stopped. I actually talked to this friend, told him that I had to put a distance between us because it was really bothering this guy that I'm so invested in. Me and that guy broke up like 9 months later, and I had to go crawling back to my friend, begging him to be my friend again. And I said after that will never happen again. For a dude that might not even be there 6 months from today, I'm supposed to dump my friend of 10 or 12 years because you came along and you might not even be there 6 months from today. I will never do that again, ever.
As much as I agree with you, Passionate Bliss. Now,
maybe that's
the
why
only thing I was asking. How does that, when the shoe's on the other foot, do you show that same deference?
Yes, I'm okay with that. If you had a friend that you were friends with for years, you know, as far as even if you used to date before, if it was all that, you would still be fucking her. So why should I lose my composure over it? If y'all want to be together, you still go be together no matter what I say or do. So there's no need for me to lose my composure over it. I'm okay. If you had a friend that was already there before I got there, I'm okay with that. Now, I have an issue with you making new best friends and all that, because I should be your new best friend. I have an issue with that. But
No, you're 100% right.
There, no.
No, I'm with you, and you know, and that was right what you said earlier. It speaks to the maturity of the people I dealt with, because that like in my situation, that's what I encountered. It's like, well, yes, we have our past, but you got to understand that there's a history and a nature to me and this person's relationship. Where, like you did, I love the way you said that. Like it, I used to say that, but I'd come off, you know, when a guy says it, you sound like a pig or something like that. It's like if me and her were still fucking, we'd still be fucking.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If me and her had anything like that going on, you wouldn't even be in the picture. Don't you understand? Right. It'd be me and her versus the world. Because don't you understand? We already have 10 years before your ass even existed. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, if it was like that, you ain't gonna be here.
Get off the gas, man. Fuck that. Y'all already know y'all ain't gonna be cool with a
as
nigga
long as that
like
person,
me.
You know,
a nigga like me used to funk on your and you just in the party with me. Look, everything I say gonna make you mad. You're like this talkative red bucket hat wearing motherfucker. I'm tired of him.
Well, see, my friends aren't like
it's
that.
even worse if the guy don't want to smash her no more.
Well, see, like I can't 100% ride with that comment, Mark, because I've been in that situation where.
But you're a swinger.
Well, yeah, and then also I've been in that situation where it's like I don't know, but I've been in a situation also where I know for a fact she ain't fucking with you. Like she ain't like you cool, but she ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you know.
I used to fuck her once, I can fuck her again.
A lot of motherfuckers think that, but also as somebody who was raised by women, you know what I'm saying, who grew up around pimps and whores and was raised pretty much by all that shit. When a bitch is done, she done. And I've been in a lot of situations where, yeah, y'all cool, but y'all don't understand that.
I never had that happen in my life.
Never heard of it. I don't know. Ask her. We got a woman on the panel. Ask her. Passionate Bliss.
I'm talking about me, Marq Nash. When I end it, bro, I move on. I'm tired of your shit.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
That sounds good.
I'm telling you, these are the facts.
Then you're not friends.
My life. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all relationships work. Yeah, look, it's hard to be friends because they're women, and 9 times out of 10, I broke their heart. Or
that's why I said if it ended well and you stayed best friends.
I'm the one that was like, it ain't working no more.
see, I'm the type of person I've had
Or
relationships
they all
where we
came back
ended well.
at one point like, oh, you're a good dude. I wish we could stay together. And
yeah, that part is the horrible
oh man,
part.
See, I don't know. I think this is where we're splitting on the panel. I think me and Passionate Bliss have had more interactions where we've ended well, where we literally, like adults, just sat there and said, you know what, we work better in this capacity than in this.
yeah, that's my
And
shit too. That's what I tell them. That's how I do it. That's the fade away. That's my Jordan fade.
No, let me finish. Like it'd be
like that, man. Yeah,
no, but it's like no, like me.
But we didn't fade away. We stayed friends. We actually.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Like say hypothetically, me and
no,
Passionate Bliss.
I ain't fucking you no more.
No, let's say me and Passionate Bliss, we had a crazy summer or two. We had a real crazy summer or two where we probably even wasn't idle. But for whatever reason, after that summer or two, it's like, you know what? But at the end of the day, our chemistry, and we wasn't toxic with each other to where there wasn't too much of doing nasty things to hurt each other or talk crazy to each other. It was just like, okay, well, you know what? This ain't vibing, but I really do like, and then there'll be like life things that might happen. Say during that summer, or two summer, she had relatives die or some crazy shit happen where, you know what? We had real human moments together. Like I had real human because of the lifestyle I lead where, you know what I'm saying, where it's like the fucking has nothing to do with me and their relationship. We done made too much money together. We done made whatever, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, when I met you, bitch, you was fucked up. And yeah, I told you come ride with me. We gonna play with these commas. And yeah, we was fucking on each other. But at the end of the day, 3 years later, yeah, you got your own shit, you whatever. So I have no ill will towards you. You have, you know what I'm saying? We made some money together. We cool. I don't know. I'm a different type of passionate. Can you feel me? Like I'm a different type of person. Like when I share certain bonds with people, I don't care.
Yeah.
It sounds but one thing you left out, you kind of skipped over that one little detail when you said, and I quote, and you know, for whatever reason,
like I'll say, like I can say, like
for whatever reason is me. Start saying, yeah, that's what
you ain't shit. Look at him, man.
That part.
But if you ended it well,
I heard everything he said, but he was like, and for whatever reason, no, I'm the reason. I ain't fucking with you like that anymore. You was for those.
End it well and respectfully. You can still be friends because, like, the person I'm thinking about,
I mean, we still cool. Unless they're
thinking about the
right
reason
now.
we broke up was because he was working at the United Nations in Congo, and I was in America, and I felt like I needed
Mark, you gonna make me roll
from him. I needed more attention from him, and he felt like he was doing the best he can with giving me the attention, and I felt like it was not true. So I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and end this because I'm not getting what I need. So it was a cordial ending. And
it's not cordial. He wanted to stay together, and you said, no, you didn't give me what I need. That's not cordial.
No,
it was
Hey,
cordial.
I'm passionate. I'm with you. I'm at your side with this.
We don't believe
but your
you.
story was shaky. Yeah, that story was shaky.
I said, I feel like you can do better. He said, I feel like I can't do better because I'm in another country.
So it wasn't cordial. Exactly. It wasn't cordial. He wanted you.
That's cordial and respectful.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's like
just
telling
y'all ain't fighting. That don't mean it's cordial.
That's like saying you too good for me or something, man. He lied. Man, I'm gonna tell you what I want to tell you to get you out of my face. I don't want you to throw dirt on my name. I want you to say I did nothing to you. Fuck the job up.
But he didn't.
Like, yeah. Look,
he didn't.
I like a
it's just the case that
I'm gonna tell you
needy. I am more needy than he is.
Yeah,
we felt like I'm giving you a lot, and I feel like no.
Bliss,
so
but that's
that means we're not compatible as far as our needs for attention. So we break up. But
yeah,
we were
that's
still,
dope. I like that. That's mine.
That's
one of mine.
God damn it, Passionate Bliss, I love you, but you are blowing up our case.
No, I'm not. Because you should have. Because that happens. Sometimes you might both be good people, but you're not good for each other. You're just not compatible. And so we ended it cordially.
Right.
We ended it cordially.
Let's still be cool.
And we were still friends.
I still got the weed for
somebody
you.
Matter of fact, when I was at a party,
I'm still shot with you. I'm gonna still give you the discount. You know what I'm saying? It's still love. You can still shot with me. You know what I'm saying?
I done had to say that a couple times. Like, you know,
you don't want her to start telling the police that nigga selling weed.
Like, nah, it's still cool. Nah.
No, if he's
we gotta be cool. I gotta be cool. You know where I live. You know what I drive.
Cordial.
You know where I work at. Yeah, I can't piss you off. What's the alternative? I'm gonna have to kill this bitch. Respect
that part.
No, as long as you end it cordially and respectfully, then you should still be able to be friends. You just be cordial and respectful.
No,
That means I got a lot.
friends.
That means I got a lot like that nigga did you. I mean, why can't I just say the truth? Look, I'm tired of fucking with you.
The pussy ain't that good.
I'm fucking her, and I don't want you popping up when she pop up. So look, bitch is over.
You be using teeth. You be using your teeth too much. That
Yeah,
shit crazy.
I've already tried the pussy out a couple times.
Her pussy better than your pussy.
I'm enjoying it. We're having a good time.
But the thing is that if you cordial and respectful, you just say,
little boy don't fuck with me anyway. He always telling me.
And you don't have to say none of that. All you have to do is say is that, you know.
No, that would be the truth though. Why I can't just tell her the truth?
Compatible.
Yeah, tell the truth that you know. I like it. I like fucking
Small
on you.
head.
It's irritating as hell.
Yeah, when we first started,
See, we'd be wrong
it
as
was
hell if we
good
said
and
that. Like
juicy.
our sex is
Now
amazing,
it's
but the
that dry
conversation
dry.
was so damn boring. I just
Small
no.
head.
Small head.
So
Small head.
that's why.
You want me to
So
lie?
that's why you all aren't friends with your exes, because you're nasty to them.
Oh no, I'm actually.
I'm not
I
friends
am
with
cool
them
with
because I'm
every
not
single
gonna have
ex
them try to
except for
cheat.
baby moms, except for the two exes I have kids
I
with.
can't hear
I'm
both
cool.
of y'all. I can't hear both of y'all.
I'm sorry.
What you say, sir?
I said I'm not friends with most of my exes because I ain't trying to have them trying to cheat. Because if I've been there once, I can go back. I can't think of one on my list that I can't go back to. If I was willing to cheat on my wife, they'd be really, especially if I kept it quiet, they'd be with it, including my kid's mom. And we'd be from court.
That's my problem right there. None of my exes want to play side chick. They're like, it's gonna be me all or nothing.
And that's where it started. I'm willing to share,
So y'all,
and then they
so
want
y'all
all the
don't have the
shares.
maturity level to do that, then.
Like, you want me to leave my family just to
You
get
don't have
some
the maturity level to
some
be
ass
friends
this weekend
with
because
an
my
ex.
wife's out of town? I can't break up with my wife and leave my family just to fuck you this weekend.
What I'm hearing is,
I heard whatever.
I'm hearing immaturity. You guys don't have the maturity level to be friends with exes.
Yeah, I got
And that's
I'm hearing that too. I'm hearing that too, Passionate Bliss. And I'm not trying to get on y'all and just ride with my baby.
We don't
I'm just,
believe you. You need more people.
I'm with it. Like, no, I've said you got to have a certain maturity level, but that is very rare. No, that's very rare. Like, honestly, I laugh about it with my personal life because it was like it took me years to really get to a place where I was like, said functioning like emotionally mature. And when I got there, it was like I was still dealing with, women who weren't there yet, to where whether they were right, whether they were wrong, they were going about things like Passionate Bliss is saying without that emotional maturity of just understanding what it is. Like, it was your idea to be a swinger. It was your idea to do all this, but in the midst of it, now you fucked up and you feel in a certain way. And there's nothing I can say or do to change that because how you feel is how you feel.
So Passionate Bliss, let me ask you this. So it's a guy who was the nicest to you that you've ever had. He's giving you the best sex you ever had. And it was his choice that y'all broke up. Now he's willing to be cool with you. And you've been dealing with a whole bunch of less than people. You're telling me you're not going to use the opportunity to get back with him? You think it'll work?
No, because matter of fact, the person I'm thinking about, one of the things we said was that because I wasn't seeing anybody else and he wasn't seeing anybody else, and so one of the things we said was that we enjoyed each other physically. So we said, I said, if I'm not seeing anybody and you're not seeing anybody and we're together, you can get it, And so, but if I'm seeing anybody, you can't get it.
Wait, no, say that first part again. Hey, Mark, get this drop. Say you can get it again. Say it in that same voice.
No, I said, if I'm not seeing anybody and you're not seeing anybody and we're together and we're wanting to do that, you can get it. So, but
Man, she don't ruin it. She added all that extra shit to it. She put all them parameters on the box. See, that's the problem.
All them conditions and clauses.
You gotta break up with them, man. You can't be friends with them because it's gonna be all of that extra shit just to fuck, man. We ain't got time for it. Never void of it.
No, got licensing fees and penalties.
I'm good, man. We ain't about to do all of that.
But in the meantime, we're still friends.
So what you basically saying is friends, but if it's a full moon, in autumn, and if there's a purple buffalo somewhere on the
and
range,
the tide is high,
and the tide is high, you can get this pussy.
She's trying to get pregnant. Damn, I'm good, man. I'm straight, man. She trying to have my dream.
It's a trap. Run, nigga, run.
It's a trap, man. It's a trap. Let me do this real quick, man. Shout out to my boy D Bevel, the motherfucking champ. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
How you feel, my brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Appreciate it, man. I'm just chilling at home right now.
Hey. Hey, what's poppin', D Bevel? Happy birthday to you, my brother.
Happy birthday, bro.
Another,
thanks, man.
another. What they call it? Rotation around. Come on, Mike, give it to me. Rotation around the.
Another
sun.
lap around the sun.
Another lap around the sun.
Many more.
How you feel, man?
No.
How you feel, my brother?
I'm good, man. Just tired as hell.
All right, well, I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. Thanks for pulling up. I definitely want to tell you happy birthday. I want your take on this topic because you that's how you and I first connected on talking about a lot of hip hop. And I was like, this guy be knowing his hip hop, man. How does he know something? And he's a young guy too. You know what I'm saying? He just turned 25 today, so young man. He's
36, man.
36. Happy birthday to him, man.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
So we got two topics on the docket, man. One is the first one was most influential rappers, man. This comes from Passion Bliss. I gotta mute your mic. You got a little noise going on right there. So it comes from a clip. He actually thought it was Jay-Z, Tupac, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West. So
I say
so what's your take though? Who are the most influential rappers all the time? If you had to put it in the top 4, top 5.
I say Tupac, Lil Wayne, Drake, and Jay-Z.
Tupac, Lil Wayne, Drake, and Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Break it down. Tupac is like that's self-explanatory almost, right?
Yeah, everybody wants to be Pac.
Right. It's the love, right? He
image.
was so beloved, like by he had a little something for everybody. Far as but after that you said Drake. Break that down.
Because everybody tries to, when Drake came out, everybody tried to rap and sound like him. Even rappers from the era behind him, they all tried to sound like him and kind of copy his style and take his image a little bit. He made it okay to be soft.
Give me oh shit. Oh shit.
Bang, bang.
That's not a diss. It's just like
Shots fired!
Damn, D Bevel just went in
he
with
bought that LL Cool J Lover Boys style back when the era before him wasn't gangster to do that.
Hey, nah, don't clean it up, D Bevel. No, you just ran out from backstage, WWE style, with the folding chair, and slapped Drake in the back of the head, called him a bitch ass nigga, and started sea walking over him. And now you're trying to clean it up. No.
No, Drake, he's influential, man. When everybody's singing on the hooks a lot more now. See, when Ja did it, everybody dissed him. Probably because he didn't sound good, or everybody just called it weak and soft. But like when Drake did it, now everybody's doing it. And everybody wants to be Lil Wayne because it's more of like an image thing, how rappers are right now. How you see these little rappers wearing skinny jeans and purses and stuff like that, and kissing other rappers and stuff. That Wayne's influential in that aspect, and that's not a
Are you
diss.
saying that Wayne opened up the door for metrosexual rap?
He said rappers kissing other. Oh
man, hey Mark, your man D Bevel is on rare form. It's his birthday. Let's go, D Bev. He didn't ran out. He didn't already hit motherfucking Drake with the folding chair.
Hey, look, hold up. This nigga done came into the room, dropped the 8-time bomb on his bro.
He don't care. D Bevel's a savage. He's straight out the bush. I am telling you, he's got a blow dart. This man is a fucking savage. He done fucking look. He done took Lil Wayne and gave him the DVD.
Hey, look, they say you change every certain amount of years on your birthday. Today's birthday. He's in here in rare form tonight. My man said Lil Wayne ushered in the era of rappers kissing each other in the mouth. God.
Yep.
So Lil Wayne is the godfather of man mouth.
I'm done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that pretty much?
Or just
I told you he a savage.
Rappers claiming
we ain't gonna never make it. We ain't
rappers
gonna never
claiming gang affiliation when they never grew up in no gang, or like Wayne started that, you know, he was a blood and all this stuff. So now all these rappers are bloods. You know, there's a lot of things that he ushered in that nobody dissed him for, but now when this new era is doing what Wayne's doing, we're sitting on them for it. But when Wayne did it, a lot of people justified it, and this is what happened.
Lil Wayne was Lil Nas X before Lil Nas X.
There you go. And that one dude, forgot his name. He got that thing on his head. It's like the
diamond.
It's like implanted in his forehead. Yeah.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Lil Wayne.
That's those guys, Young Thugs, they all look up to Wayne. You know, they just push the envelope further, but Wayne bought in that style of weird shit in rap. And that's not a diss, it's just the truth. You know what I mean?
It don't sound like a compliment the way you putting it.
And you know, a lot of them rapping like I ain't complimenting, I'm just saying we said influential now. He influenced rappers, whether it's in a positive or negative way. And a lot of the auto-tune rap, you know what I mean? When T-Pain came out auto-tune, Wayne started doing that a lot, and then all these people started doing it. You know what I mean? So
yup. Hey, look, and
yes,
then
that's why Wayne's influential.
Hey, look, and ran try to run T-Pain ass off the block.
Right,
it's like
right.
50 Cent shit all over again, huh?
Yeah, 100%. And Ja had hits, but he got dissed for it. You know, it was just at the wrong time. Those early 2000s, like hip hop was still in the gangster style of rap. It was the gangster era. But now everybody's doing what Ja did. Drake is pretty much doing what Ja Rule did. You know what I mean? And Ja actually had good songs.
Why you want to say Ja Rule's influential?
Because he's not. Because he's influenced by Tupac. You know, the 50 Cents, the Ja Rules, I can't say DMX because they're the same era, but a lot of people copy Tupac, copied his image in a way. You know what I mean? They really copied his image big time, especially when he died. You know, the bandanas, the tattoos. Like that. I'm not saying like politically they copied him, but
bald head with your shirt
many
on.
Tupacs after he died, everybody was trying to be pop. Yeah, exactly. You know, so
I mean, now what's that really possible?
Reminded me of Pac at times. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to get him to fill that void, I would think. Let me do this super chat real quick. Shout out to my brother Matty Yoel. What up, Matty?
I got 5 on it.
Go ahead.
Hey, thanks, cuz. I love you too, man. My cousin Champion Heart in the chat.
Yeah, it's a
Appreciate
family.
the birthday love.
Absolutely, man. It's a family affair, man. Go ahead, Clips. What was you about to say though?
Now was that really Pac's look, or that's pretty much how any nigga that was on the grind, especially if you had a bad hairline or your barber was fucked up in around the 90s, you would just go out and get your fresh baldy and, you know what I'm saying, and keep it thugging. And if you had any West Coast, or I know in the Midwest, because of our blue collar lifestyle, we wear a lot of work clothes. Like shit, even now, sometimes I'll just be chilling in like work clothes, so it'll be like Dickies and Carhartts.
Pac had on a bustier type shit. Niggas won't wear that.
Yeah. No, listen, in real time, like listen, why everyone did, I don't tell people, we had a lot of jokes about Pac. I'm old enough to listen. I'm old enough.
That shit cool though. That nigga did his thing.
Yeah, Pac made it cool. Now, and also, Pac was a known swinger, and there's rumors about Pac.
I didn't get into sexuality, B. I didn't even go.
Yeah, not yet. But no, he did emulate that, and in real time. Yeah, I remember being in high school, and we would have like motherfuckers would have their weird comments, because when we talk about the way Pac acted and dressed, then, you know what I'm saying, the niggas who were diehard West Coast or diehard Pac stands, they would start getting at us about different questionable lines that Biggie had in his verses. To where, you know what I'm saying, you know, like the opening to me and my bitch, you know, that line, that was ridiculous. I don't know why Chris even said that. That was,
I don't know what he said, Clips.
No, I ain't repeating it. We ain't doing that.
I know what you're talking about.
You ain't repeating what happened?
I don't even know what he's talking about.
D Bevel, it's your birthday. You get the pass.
I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta.
His first lines to the song "Me and My Bitch."
He just said,
"Passion of Bliss." You
look so good. That's all I'm gonna say. He said, "You look so good on your daddy's." That's it. I ain't saying
Happy
enough.
birthday. You said enough.
Happy birthday!
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you could say Jay-Z too, because I mean, man, a lot of them, man.
Man,
Jay-Z
Jay's
was
got
the
no
J.
questionable
Cole's,
lines
and
like
no, I'm talking about influential, like reason why they're influential. I didn't get to Jay yet, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people want to be the business side of Jay. Like you could say he influenced Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross, shit like that, or like T.I. was influenced by Jay. Jeezy was, not musically, but like them wanting to be like moguls, pretty much. Like Jay ushered that in, took the image from the street corner of the neighborhood or the clubs to like, the offices, the executive status type rapping, you know what I mean? Once Kingdom Come came out, you know what I mean?
Can I piggyback on that point?
Go ahead.
What I've always loved about Jay-Z.
Major pause.
Let's piggyback on that point.
Yeah.
I want no pause.
I'm playing happy birthday, brother. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He in rare form. He's cammed up and smiling. Let's go, D-Purple. God damn it. I'll put one in the air for you. I'm gonna do that later. This one's for that shit Mark was saying earlier. It was so funny I had to roll up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got some clips in here tonight. Clips. No pun.
Oh yeah, you on fire, my nigga. Oh my. And it's funny. Hey, listen, everybody in the neighborhood, it's just family talking, right? When Mark told me that story over the phone, he was on some, hey man, I should never say this. I should never say this. Mark laughing right now because he think it's all coming back to him. I better not ever say this.
I thought I had already told some of this story on air, but now I realize this is a story I've told in private.
Thank you.
Like you know me, I told this story, but tonight the truth is out, God dog it.
God damn it, the cat's out the bag. We here now. It's D-Purple birthday.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Thanks, bro.
But
we're gonna call this the D-Bevel Happy Birthday episode, man. Happy birthday, brother.
But what I always loved about Jay-Z, I've always had a personal respect and love for Jay-Z. But what I loved about Jay-Z, and I always got mad when people, he went corporate and he's doing this. Let's be honest, if we're real hip hoppers. Look at the cover of Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
He told you what he's doing.
Yeah.
He told you where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think that there is nobody in the history of music who has so blatantly, in Larry Bird fashion, I'm using a basketball reference, told you exactly what he's going to do and executed that play over and over and over again, like he used to torch Michael Cooper, you know what I'm saying, whenever the Lakers played the motherfucking goddamn Celtics. I'm old enough to remember that. Yes, in real time, you'd watch the game and you could hear Larry motherfucking Bird tell this nigga exactly what he's going to do and do it over and over and over again.
I think Kanye West, respectfully, Kanye West did it. He said when he get on, he gonna leave you for a white girl. He said once he get his money, you can't tell him nothing, and so on and so forth. So
hey,
he
who did Kanye West come under? Who did Kanye West come under? Jay. Who, like I said, so I'm agreeing with
actually
you.
Dame Dash.
More Dame Dash than Jay, but yeah, facts.
Yeah, look at that car. He's telling you what he's doing.
Signed him, but Jay was that nigga, and he know Jay was the biggest dude ever. That's why he kept trying to align.
Jay didn't even like Kanye.
That's
Jay
why
don't like Kanye now.
That's why he left Dame to
tolerate. Kanye's that crazy
Dame
ass.
Dash,
Everybody's got
Dame
that.
Dash didn't get that big brother dedication. He didn't get that big brother dedication on graduation.
Mm-hmm.
He said used to be Dame and Big's brother. You know what I mean? He went along to collab with Jay. Jay was his older brother. He always said that when Jay turned him down and said just be a producer and don't rap, that hurt him. Now Dame put him on because he believed in his rap, but he wanted that approval from Jay-Z.
No, Dame put him on because he was like, we want the producer. We want to keep the artist.
No, Jay-Z wanted to keep him a producer. And then Dame
said, at least we gonna sign the nigga for the beats if nothing else, because he got an offer. Y'all seen the Kanye documentary? Them niggas already. That nigga Kanye had another offer, but he wanted to be with Rockefeller.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Mark.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
Electra. What was it, Electra, Mark? It was Electra. Kanye personally stalling because they showed the scene of the white dude just coming by chilling, and he's basically blowing.
He was like, "How much they offer you? What they got? Hold up, you know what I'm saying?" And he got involved. You know what I'm saying?
Leo ruined that label, man.
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with that.
You talking about
white man, small hats.
Hold on, you talking about he won Def Jam?
Yeah.
Or he won
Brandon
Rockefeller?
Washington drop.
Or
Rockefeller, Rockefeller, and Murder Inc. They ruined Murder Inc. as well.
They brought them tiny tops in, and everything happened, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They ruined everything, man. They even ruined the mixtape game too. They threw the feds at DJ Drama in them because people weren't buying albums, were buying mixtapes all in 06 and 07. Then they just put a raid on you. You know what I mean? Put a case on you that you know you can't afford. That's why they all came up innocent, but they went in debt to fighting them dudes. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's so funny you said that, and I know you a true hip hopper. I mean, we've had these conversations before. I'm not just giving you your flowers because it's your birthday, but I'm glad you brought that up because as somebody who made so much money and actually fed my kids and was providing for myself, paying taxes and paying other people's bills, doing hand-to-hand combat mixtapes, when they started around 2006 and 2007, when they really started putting the motherfucking squeeze
Somebody
on
got
it.
Background noise.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, but man, thank you for bringing that up because when they did that, D Bevel, oh my God, I felt that, and I still in 2022 have now dealt with the you know what I'm saying, the juxtaposition of having to deal with the industry and deal with going through, you know, conventional and mainstream meat of getting my shit out there. When I was able to just do mixtapes and just pop up in a town with a couple hundred CDs pressed up, some merch, whatever like that, and go crazy. Life was easier. They fucked us up. They fucked up the hustle with that.
Yeah, they tore down.
Go ahead. Let me let Deuce get in here because Deuce got to get his bars off. He was like, his opening statement: Jay-Z influenced niggas to sell out. Damn,
that's a good point.
Wow,
that's my only point. Bro.
That's
and
a
Merry birthday.
Hey,
thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude.
Hey, look, you can't drop the 8-time bomb. I always think I remember somebody used to. I used to go to school with this nigga, and he used to rap, and he said, "I dropped the 8-time bomb," and try to make it. Yeah, but he didn't know it was Adam. But look. Dudes, speak on it, man. Jay-Z influenced niggas to sell out.
Yeah, all this buying art and traveling to the Caribbean seas and shit. And
speak up a little bit.
No, yeah, all this
buying art, selling out.
Yeah, trying to influence niggas to buy art and flying into the Caribbean seas and shaking hands with Russian oligarchs. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't got that chance, bro. And this nigga, he ain't all that, homie. Y'all prop this nigga up. This nigga ain't all that. Niggas don't be bumping that nigga like that, bro.
Hold up, but why are they shaking his hand? Why do they want to meet him? Dudes, he started at the race at the line with everybody else. Some people was at the line and already in the game before them.
Because of his connections, bro. His connections, homie.
Connected. Like, why not LL Cool J? Why he ain't
LL Cool J got out the game. He doing something different. He making more money doing TV shows.
Stayed in the game till they told him no more.
Jay-Z won LL.
If LL Cool J could, LL Cool J would have an album out right now.
He did an album, bro. It came out like last year, year before last.
My point exactly. That was news.
But you ain't checking for it though. You ain't checking for it. You know what I mean? It ain't promoted. It ain't promoted. DJ Academics ain't talking about it.
You ain't got to check for Jay-Z, nigga. You know what it is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
No, because they promoting him. That's why. They promoting him.
But why not somebody else? Why not KRS-One?
Because KRS-One ain't connected to who Jay-Z connected to. I don't act like you can't. I don't see how you can't. What?
The connection started from somewhere. Like the niggas
you sold out. Yeah, hey, come with us. Come with us, bro, and leave your boys.
I mean, I don't think it was. I mean, why does it have to be sellout or why? I mean, here's the thing.
Oh,
forget Jay-Z.
Brought in. Excuse me. Brought in.
Here's the thing.
Oh yeah, now that could be true.
Now,
But
yeah,
why-
he could have got tapped. He could have got brought in, or he could have earned himself a seat at the table. Because if you know how that circle works,
because
an
of what
earner's an earner.
you can shift and move approach.
But
Yeah,
how though? How though? Never has Jay-Z been on top of the game, bro.
That's the you.
Never has Jay-Z been on top of the game.
Tripping now, homie.
No, bro. No.
You never.
No. Never. Never. He been battling with New York niggas the whole time. He been battling with New York niggas the whole time.
And he's still here.
Nas took his spot.
Still that
50 took his spot. No, bro. He connected, bro.
Nigga, that's the crazy part. And
No, bro. Why is he still here though? Why is he still here?
At this point, it was like, it's my brother. I love him.
No.
Thank
No,
you.
why
Nobody's
is
got an ill word for him.
Except for 50. 50 won't say that's my brother. I love him, but even 50 know. Like, I mean, that's fucking Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
50 was going at that nigga when he was on top.
Never
50
won.
respect him.
He never
50
won.
respect him.
But he
Jay-Z
did not
didn't.
win.
Jay-Z didn't line up with 50. Jay-Z turned that down.
That nigga ain't be. No, Jay-Z jumped in with him, and because remember the Ja Rule Murder Inc. shit happened when they was trying to fuck with Nas, and Jay was like, "Oh, Jay talk about it in the Murder Inc. documentary that just dropped. Did y'all see the Murder Inc. documentary? Anybody?
Never heard of it.
Oh, not yet.
I saw a
It's
little
on
bit of
BET. I haven't watched it.
Oh,
when it hits iTunes, I'm gonna get it. Bro.
What? I'm the only one. Me and Megazar are probably the only people that watched the 4 or 5 part Murder Inc. documentary. It's like 4 or 5 parts, homie.
Nah,
Yeah, I only got
be
I only got through 2.
Yeah, it was on Black Evil Television. I couldn't rock
But
with
those
it.
first 2 are some of the best shits, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with Daz. I try to stay away from negativity.
Irv gave away too much on the Drink Champs documentary. But I watched the shit. But I said all that to say Jay says in the documentary they got Jay-Z in there. And he was like, yo, when he did that, I was like blown away. It was like, yo, I know you was like, fuck everybody. But you mean me? You mean me too? You'll turn on me too. And that's when I just had to separate a little bit. Because that's when they was trying to sign, like it was talking about Murder Inc. signing Nas. Before I stood alone, Nas, now it's murder and all that shit going on. Jay-Z's like, what the fuck is this? Like, nigga, you made the beat for Super Ugly for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you produced that for me.
How did he make that beat? That was Dr. Dre's beat.
I'm sorry, not make the beat, but put me on that record to diss Nas. You know what I'm saying? He put that together. Like he told.
But then again, Irv Gotti is Mr. Friendly like that.
Irv Gotti was the part of Jay-Z doing that Super Ugly joint. Mm-hmm. All I really know, Joe, and him rapping over that diss and Nas.
What, he pressed record? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Engineer, Irv Gotti's been the engineer.
Listen, let me school Deuce again. Let me school him again, because he ain't hit me the first time. I told him this. Let me say it again. Deuce. The producer ain't just in there making the beats. The producer puts the whole shit together. He puts the right rapper over the right beat at the right time to the right audience with this songwriter, this person doing the hook. Hey, you should remix on this.
Okay, so on that song, this specific point we're talking about,
Listen, and I landed right here, my brother. I promise I passed the mic back. If you listen to a lot of Irv Gotti shit, that's what some of his biggest hits were. The Ja Rule, do I do all my ladies? That's a flip. The Jenny from the Block shit is a flip. The baby, it's a flip. You get what I'm saying? These ain't nothing.
But that's not a flip though, bro. That's just the beat.
Remixes. If nothing else, it's the same beat with the same flow.
Irv Gotti got famous basically being DJ Khaled before DJ Khaled.
Shit like that. He was DJ Khaled before Khaled. How about that?
But that's cool though. All that's cool. But on that song, on this specific song, all he did was press record. It's the same goddamn beat. It's a freestyle to radio station. How did he make that record?
Man, listen, it's just like how Puff Daddy's an engineer.
But okay, take the word produce out of it. He's the one that's telling Jay-Z to rap over this beat, and then they're helping put the record together. Can I use that instead of saying,
isn't that an
does
A&R?
that song even have a hook or a bridge? It's like a 32 bar freestyle. You missing the point, bro.
You're missing the point, my brother. How did you hear the song? Somebody
on the internet.
Okay, no, but why is he rapping over that beat?
Because he just picked the beat to rap over. One of the best beats.
Now you're missing a person out of the cycle. That person in the okay, so by your logic, that's all that niggas do when they with Dr. Dre. They just pick a beat. How does the rapper?
I'm talking about this song specifically. I'm talking about this point specifically, not in general.
I'm telling you the story of how the story goes. Jeez,
man, this motherfucker lying talking about I did the beat and this nigga all he did was record on Dr. Dre song.
Everybody knows these stories, bro. You just told me you ain't even watched the documentary.
I'm not disputing. I'm saying it's bullshit, bro, to say this nigga made the beat or he did something to that record. All he did was press record.
You West Coast Troy Graham, my nigga. I can't win. Go ahead.
No, nigga, that's bullshit. Nigga, this is I make the beat. It's already a popular song. And I did that for him. For real, what you do? Press record? Sign the studio time?
Dude,
like what you do?
I got you.
Dude,
regardless if it was a dud, and the running joke now is Irv Gotti set him up because Irv Gotti is a Queens dude.
Right.
You know, Queens.
Listen, as an artist, as a recording artist.
The whole point to all of this, let me skip forward. We missing the forest from the trees. The whole point to all of this, that's when Jay-Z did the 50 Cent Reebok commercial video. See how we got so far off track? You get what I'm saying? But
he got any more songs with 50? He was trying to use 50.
Yeah, they got more than one with 50. He did.
He was trying to use him and Puff, him and Puff, the Billionaire remix.
But that was the beginning, right? That was the beginning of him not fucking with Irv and like that. And he was like, all right, where y'all fucking with Nas like that? Well, I'm fucking with your enemy right here. In a big way. I told y'all I was finna blow like C4, stunning the C5, flying the G4, G unit footwear, G unit apparel. I'm so good. That blue and that light look go so good. Man, he did that Just Blaze. Nigga,
yeah, the commercial, that shit was hot.
They did the Reebok launch. They did a collaborative Reebok launch. And you can get the G units or you can get the S. Carters. You couldn't keep them in the stores.
Yeah, because the motherfucker was at DD's and fucking Ross. That's why.
Keep them at the stores, nah, nigga. Fuck out here. Them shits was not around like that.
Hell yeah, nigga. Out here, in Cali. In Cali, bro, the motherfuckers at Ross and DD's next to the Hurricane Games.
Y'all bought yo.
That was next to the Hurricane Games for $40 out the door, nigga.
He said next to the games.
This was way before her gang was even signed. This nigga tripping.
No, this is all the same time, bro. This is all the same time.
Game wasn't even out yet, man.
Bro, you talking about 2003? This is all the same time.
I can't do it then, and it can't be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way before all that. Deuce just rolling it all together.
No, bro.
Deuce,
no.
Man, you
that was next to the Birdman boots. The Birdman boots.
Birdman
the
love.
Birdman boots. Yeah, that's all this shit at the same time. All that shit was at the same time. Ed Ross at the swap meet for $40, nigga. I'm telling you what I know.
I can't fuck with you.
You on that shit? Hey, man, you know I love you, really, but you're wrong right now. You're wrong now.
No, okay, bro. The shoes, all that shit was at the same time. That shit came out like 2004. 50 Cent didn't blow up to like 2003.
Dudes, you got to get off the gas, my G.
No, bro.
That gas. Take your hands out of it. Deuce, I know you hate everything from the East Coast. You even hate Florida oranges, nigga. Like, ooh, I don't want to eat no East Coast oranges. I get it, man. Like, you got to take your hate out of it, Deuce. Deuce, your East Coast bias, your West Coast bias shows in every conversation. The shit makes great for entertainment. But damn, bro.
I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. That shit was at DD's and Ross, bro. I'm keeping it real with you. Tupac Thug Wear was at DD's and Ross. All that shit was there.
Machiavelli jeans, they had the Machiavelli
jeans. Yeah, the Machiavelli jeans, nigga, yeah. That shit
Machiavelli
was at
brandy.
DD's
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
Ross. You can go to JCPenney and get none of that shit, or whatever high fashion, whatever you guys call. That shit was not there, bro. I'm keeping it 100 with you.
My boy said I was in. He said no, they won't at Ross, Deuce. I was out in Southern California. By the way, I stop at Ross.
Look, he said my name is I Know Boxing, and I do not approve of this message.
His name I Know Shopping, nigga. That's his name. I Know Shopping. He said there was not no Ross. Dudes, get off the gas, man.
I'm keeping it 100, folks.
I ain't gonna lie,
keeping it
I
100
did
for real.
LeBron's at a Ross before. I seen LeBron.
Hey, before Kobe died, you can catch Kobe's at Ross.
I called a pair of LeBron at a Ross. So them shits weren't the best fit, but make for some great pictures though.
No, they B grades, bro. That's why they there.
Great pictures. No, they won't. They won't all the way my size like they should have been. But I was like, I'm gonna make these shit work for the 35.
Step on the back of them, you cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, man.
I'm gonna have to wear these with some thin socks.
Hey, bro, buying clothes at Ross is like buying clothes at the gas station when you just want a white tee. Like, this just for the picture. I just want to go to the picnic. I just want a fresh white tee. Yeah, I'm probably gonna throw this shit away.
White tee out there, nigga. I can put shit together, nigga. I be in that.
Oh yeah. You go to Ross, you can do more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ross, like
flip shop video. I'm gonna save my money.
Hey, but listen though. Y'all laughing at Mark right now, but when you following on his timeline, you're gonna be like, that nigga drippy.
Oh, all I wear is my shit now. I wear my shit with some jeans, some sneakers. All I wear is my shit, bro. I be out
You
here.
already know.
I be out
and them Team Jordans. Don't forget about those.
Oh, they'll never let me.
Oh wow, Deuce ain't gonna let it go.
Oh,
he ain't gonna let that shit go.
They ain't gonna never let me go. But I don't give a fuck. I got more than those, nigga. I wore the red Russell Westbrook. Check my Instagram. I got the red Russell Westbrook Jordan brand.
Hey, nah, man. I'm about to send Mark some official shoes.
Hey, the red leather, all leather with the white bottom, gum bottom, Russell Westbrooks, and I wore it with a red leather hat. With a fucking hoodie and a Patriots jacket, looking like I'm Gio Santana or some shit.
Bro, you can't wear Mexican Jordans on.
Oh man, I was killing them. I was killing them.
Miguel Jordan instead of Michael Jordan. It's Miguel
I had
Jordan.
a blast, nigga. I had a blast. Huh?
For real though, and nobody wore those G-Unit shoes. Well, I seen people wear the G-Unit shoes. Them S.Dot Carter, the Jamaican flag, and all that shit. Nobody wore that.
S.Dot Carter's dope. One thing I'll tell you what, 50 needed his ass whipped for having niggas running around with them goofy ass tank tops that look like they got on bras and shit.
Yeah, those
the gangsta-licious ones, son. Yeah,
exactly.
Hey yo, so we can't give Wayne all the motherfucking smoke for the metrosexuality in hip hop style because it has its roots in the 70s and 80s. Like you could look at some of the Grandmaster Flash and some of them outfits, even Dr. Dre when he was in the working crew. It's wild. PM Dawn ass niggas. But how 50 and Wayne brought it to a street level, unprecedented. And honestly unwarranted, and in my opinion, unwelcome.
All right, well, look, let me get Passionate Bliss to give her final thoughts because I'm about to switch this to members only, and I want to make sure she can plug and promote anything. But you can stick around, be a part of the conversation, y'all, and you can try it out. Everybody get a free one, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy the show. But you got anything you want to plug and promote before I let you go? Or you got anything you want to add as far as the relationship topic, or either how you just tell us how you gonna embarrass that nigga in the Olive Garden again. She had total disrespect. Okay, well maybe she dropped off.
Yeah, I mean I love you, Passionate Bliss, but had you did me like that in the Olive Garden, yeah, that ride home would have been chippy. Might have been going home in a goddamn Uber because
I know Boxer said the Gucci color took the soul of the old Gucci. If you're upset, sue me. If not, to sit back and watch me do me. Parking lot pimping, sideline ballers. We don't sweat. Let the girls do it for us. Man, that nigga
Hey,
went off.
hey, where you get them shoes from? Flight Club?
Lights off.
$110. Yeah,
Brand
right.
new dots walk with me, sort of like you. Just scored a bucket. You bow leg. Man, that nigga went. That nigga walked on that beat.
Hey, Clips, what song is that? D Bevel, what song is
It's the 50 Cent Jay-Z Reebok commercial.
Oh, see, I don't remember that. I remember the commercial. I don't remember the song on it though.
Nobody know. This nigga know the commercial.
They both that was going back and forth
I
in
know
the
that shit
studio.
by heart.
Exactly. Like
No, I
Jay-Z.
remember they were in the studio, but I just don't remember the song.
Hey, it wasn't better. It wasn't better than the Kanye West, Ludacris, and Game the Boost one.
Whole
wasn't
city
better than
behind
that
us
one.
killed that shit. Facts.
It wasn't better than that one.
Pretty good. That was
Whole
pretty good.
city behind us. Yeah, that was the best commercial collabo ever. I still got the song.
Which one?
No,
What?
the best commercial collabo ever was the original 5 Deadly Venoms by Sprite, where they had KRS-One and all that.
No,
that was good. Best shit ever. I know it's fucked up, but that damn Snoop Dogg and Tupac St. Nas commercial. Nigga.
Yeah, I was going to say the same
that was
thing.
hard. The
I was
Tough
going to say the
Passion
same
one.
thing.
Nigga, that shit was full fucking fire.
But it wasn't a song though. They didn't put the song out. Like Whole City
It
Behind
was
Us
a song
the
out,
actual
but it was a
song.
mixtape. It was a song.
That shit.
I
Yeah, it
haven't
was
heard
a
the full
song.
song yet. I haven't
Yeah,
heard the full
it
song
was
yet.
St. Nice mixtape, DJ Pooh. It's on
shit.
You know what, Mark? I think you got it though, because that Snoop
I gotta
Dogg and
get
that. No, and thank you, Deuce, for go ahead for all the heads who didn't know. I knew it was that DJ because in real time, I was on the West Coast when that dropped. Like it was like a fever pitch. Motherfuckers running to. This is still the time when you went to record stores. If you was ahead, there was arguments and there were fights over.
Hold
where
on.
to
Let me
get
play
the
this
song.
shit, bro. Listen to
Hey,
this shit.
don't forget that Nas and AZ Obey Your Thirst. Sprite commercial.
So mash out and get a glass. System finally got his own trick. Call it Doug.
Tough Passion.
This nigga walked. Yo, bro.
Introduced to it.
I don't even think
Snoop Dogg sipping blue.
Hold up, real quick. Now I'll say this, not past the mic. I don't recall them playing this commercial that much. I do remember having this commercial on a tape though, and rewinding it and rewinding it and rewinding it. I don't know what tape this was on, but we had a tape. You know how your mom got the tape when she recorded.
I got you, Mark. Hold on, Mark. I got you.
For the
For all-
award shows and shit.
For all the young people who don't understand, back in our generation, sometimes like somebody would just sit there and record like BET or Fox, because what they do is like BET was cold because anywhere from like 2:30 all the way to about 5 o'clock, it was like Video Soul, and Video Soul would go into Rap City, and depending on where you lived on the East, if you lived on the East Coast, you even got maybe a video music box. On West Coast, you got iControl TV.
That's what we did, man.
Yeah, so we press record on the VHS. That was our media back then. You know what I'm saying? It was before DVD. I'm not going to explain what CDs are and cassettes, but these were how we recorded media. And so we would press record. And we
Hold on, no. Now, see, they know that. Some don't think we're being so facetious. But let's be clear. Everybody knew that one person that they had. All they did was record award shows. All they did was bootleg movies. Like they go rent them at Blockbuster, and they knew how to dub the tapes and do shit like that. And they just had mad movies, and they would dub tapes. Then everybody knew somebody like that. Like, yo, this nigga just be recording everything off the radio all day and just got making little tapes and shit. Like,
you have to put the little tissue in the tape.
Yo, like I said it before.
About that.
It was like curators. We had our curators. They had playlist makers.
Exactly. Let me age myself. As part of being a young hip hopper, one of my earliest hustles, I'm talking elementary school, was I would skip school, go to Capitol Records, and I would sell candy and shit. I'd have a book bag full of candies and all like that and other shit, and I'd be selling it. And I'd get my money, and I'd go buy at least 2 to 3 100 packs of the Maxwell cassettes. They were clear with a pink fucking triangle, a motherfucking blue circle, and a yellow square on this clear little cassette disc. And you would go there and had to add a little thing where I'd dub and I'd make little mixtapes. And then we take VHSs, and what we would do is you would, you know what I'm saying? If you like he said, you go to Blockbuster, so you'd go to the Video Man, and for the price of what you would spend about $5-10, you would have 4, maybe 5 movies on one VHS tape.
Right, but you had to change the record speed. They had EP but they had the SP, like the SP, they had SP, EP, and something else. But you sometimes you have to change the recording speed on the thing so you can get more hours out the tape. Hell yeah, my mom used to record all of them stories, used to record the award shows. But I knew some people like their parents like they dubbed the tapes. I knew some people that was like, yeah, man, they was just out here some people just recorded BET all day. All they did was record BET. And yeah. Look at him. There you go with that shirt.
That's a whole different commercial right there. Though.
And they got a Bustier,
Look, listen, this is a whole different one. Now, this ain't the one. The one I'm talking about, they walking down the street.
Man, hey, that one's dope. But the better one is the one with Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Introducing
a special route made for a chosen few. I'm thugged out while Snoop Dogg sipping blueberry. But don't be scary, get the snatch around. Catch a while it's hot, get every drop, cause we running now. Plus the party needed flavor, no need to ask. Forever mashing, people ain't ready for this stuff.
I'm mashing the lyrics, liquor stuff. To get myself some blueberry, you act like you don't know. Let me drink, but fine if I say nah. Blueberry is my liver, and I know you won't know why. I'm telling all my people, spit them urban play their juice, that this new tape.
Yo,
that just feels good right there. That brings back memories, man. Oh shit. Hey,
poor Snoop was trying so hard right there.
Snoop walked on that.
Hey,
Snoop was trying hard.
Hey, can I be serious? And Deuce, don't get mad at me. Deuce,
Deuce mad at everything. You don't even hear what he just said, did you?
What he say?
Let him talk. Let go ahead. Say it again, Deuce. Say it, Deuce.
I didn't hear him, bro. My shit clicked off. What happened?
Now, what you say? You said what you say? What was your critique? Go ahead.
I was saying Snoop was trying hard on there, bro. Whenever him and Pac got together, Pac glided on him every time. He was trying hard there.
You said Pac glide on him every time?
Yeah, Pac.
He served him on Gangsta Party too.
Every time.
Well, I mean, Snoop will go down as the greatest rapper who ain't never said shit, but we still love him.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
I still love Snoop, man. Nah, Snoop was
doing
it. I love Snoop, man.
That Wanted Dead or Alive. I like that better than Two of America's Most Wanted.
Hey, but can we have a real? We have a real moment, Deuce. Don't get mad at me. I love you, man. But all right. So you saw what Pac was wearing on that boat. Okay. So we all at the club, right? Marq Nash finally does his, you know what I'm saying, Breaking Beach neighborhood meet and greet.
Leave me out of this.
Motherfucker, we at the bar, right?
In Texas.
No. Check it. We at the Marq Nash jump off, right?
No, you're not. I don't believe.
And I show up in a leather bustier.
Oh my God.
With my ice off.
All right, listen. I know y'all talk about boxing, and it's a cool niche on YouTube. But Mark, there is something that is wrong with our minds. The black.
Yeah. Shout out.
I'm about to say, who the hell is that?
It's K Out of Truth.
Oh,
you didn't hear the beginning. This is my K Out of Truth drop.
I think it's about time for you to get away from these niggas.
Yeah, isn't that the night when I was talking shit drunk to him?
It's about time for you to get away from these niggas. I mean, I know you guys talk about boxing. You got a nice little niche here, but
no, I swear I was just fucking playing, man. I wasn't even being.
Yo, shout out to K Out of Truth. But go ahead, Clips. I'm gonna land the plane, man. I'm gonna move this shit to members only so we can go and do that.
Oh yeah, nah, man. It's just nothing. My only thought was, like I said, like I show up to it. I'm gonna put myself in. I show up to the venue with a leather bustier, my chain on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Walking around smoking my blunts.
I'm saying that. Yeah. No, go ahead. So what you want us to do?
I mean, come on, for real. Like
look, Clips, you ain't Tupac. Nigga, you can't just show up like that. When you show up like that, you gotta have bodyguards and cameras flashing for you and shit. Like, you can't just wear that to the cookout. I don't think Tupac would just wear that to the cookout or the Breaking Beats meet and greet.
Man, that nigga always wear shit like that. Nigga wear blouses and vests and all that shit all the damn time.
I want Clips.
Thank you, Deuce. Thank you. Deuce is the only one who's with me. Pac actually dressed like that. If you even seen the interview with the Soren bitch on MTV when he's walking down the
interview. That's the interview. See that? That's an interview.
Man, he dressed man. He would wear shit like that.
An interview for MTV.
I love Pac, but he did shit like that.
He knew that was for MTV. He knew cameras gonna be right.
No, he didn't wear that no Tabitha Soren interview.
Yeah. Whatever though. Whatever. The key word
was on some like overalls.
Whatever he had.
Man, now he had a brown bustier on that time with a brown rag and a white shirt under.
Yeah, and a white t-shirt and some jeans, some shit like that.
My memory's damn near photographic. I be smoking a lot, but just let me think about it. It'll come, I'll figure it out.
Oh, did he have a vest? Did he have a sweater vest?
No, that was another one of them bustier little. People called it a vest, but that was a bustier. Goddamn it.
Tupac.
What was her name? D. Bevel, Tabitha Soren, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tabitha Soren and Kurt Loder.
What happened to her?
Yeah.
What happened to her, man? That bitch was
Well,
bad.
she did an interview about 3 years ago, coming out.
Boy, Martin was right. Sweater vest.
She did an interview 3 years ago talking about
how she hated rap, how she hated rap and all that shit.
Yeah, and how she felt uncomfortable, how Tupac made her feel uncomfortable.
You're right, Mark.
Oh,
lame
really?
ass.
Not like that.
Yeah, she dissed him. Of course, everybody dissed Pac when he's gone 20 years. Yeah, she said, "Oh, he was flirting with me. I felt so intimidated." It's like, bitch, shut your fucking mouth. You weren't even hot like that. You was just fucking around.
I can believe Pac was flirtatious though, but I can definitely see her flirting with Pac and doing the thing where she's touchy feely with him at times. When
it's crazy. Pac fuck with a gang of females, especially all them interviewers back in the day. That's how them
like that. She went Karen. She went.
Wait. She tried to meet.
She was like, "He's a womanizer and shit." I'm like, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she went. Once a nigga dead, they hate Tupac.
He probably
always.
Man. He probably already.
He did.
Her all of these exclusives and just letting her be with him all the time. Man, Pac probably was busted.
Nah, bro. Interscope had the line with MTV. Like Interscope, MTV is.
Had a deal.
Yeah, I think MTV was a part of Interscope.
No, they weren't a part of Interscope, but MTV was subsidized by Interscope's parent company, and that is why whether you follow even like Jimmy Iovine, yeah, he's a genius, whatever, boop de boop, but a lot of that was Ted Fields, and that's when you start getting into Illuminati overlords because when you follow the parent money, MTV's parent money came from the same parent money as the Interscope. And you see a lot of the brands that they launched, a lot of the rock groups and everything. A lot of these people were signed to Interscope during the 80s.
Lay some clips. Let them know, bro.
But that's going back to the Deuce. Once again, this ain't a Tupac bash. I love me some Pac. But like I was saying in real time, I always got mad at some of that Illuminati shit because you can't talk about this Illuminati shit when you were handpicked by Ted Fields' daughter, hers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying,
yeah, he rebelled against him. That's why his ass is gone.
He didn't rebel against him until he got his motherfucking bag. He got his bag. He did his part. He did his things. He knew what he was doing. That man was a trained soldier.
Told him, "I'll give you guys." He said, "I'll give you guys 3 albums." He put out the double disc. They give you Machiavelli. But when he died, you heard all those songs that came out after he died. When he was really talking about the government, the real. People will be talking about. Listen to High Speed.
I know what you're
saying.
Listen
to High Speed.
In real time,
you know what I mean?
In real time, Tupac told the line. Tupac pushed the issue, not just in his music, but that's why so much of his imagery and everything was iconic. Tupac allowed his personal tragedies to get pimped by them and used for things. That's why I say the biggest theater is sometimes Tupac, because if you know, that wasn't even his name. His legal name was never changed. His name is Parrish Lassane. Okay,
a nigga named Willie. A nigga named Willie.
No, fill me out on this. And this ain't no diss. Hey, everybody who's been through some real shit, you ever did some real time, ever dealt with these motherfucking devils and ever really did some shit, okay? You've been in court. All them Tupac court things, they said Tupac Shakur and he stands up. No, if that wasn't staged and that wasn't some type of motherfucking theater, they wouldn't call him by his stage name. They'd call him by his real name. They would have said Lassane Parrish Crooks. It would have been the state of New York versus Lassane Parrish Crooks on that paperwork. I'm telling you that Tupac knew what he was doing.
No, that's false.
Tupac thought he was smart. It was another case of the devil and Daniel Webster, where he thought he could outwit these motherfuckers.
No.
Hey, Clips is 100% correct.
His name, he was supposed to go by, when he was born, Lazane Parrish Crooks, but his mom legally changed his name to Tupac.
His name was not legally changed, bro. His name was still Lashane Parrish Crooks. That's how he would even sometimes use that name to move around inconspicuously. Mo Preem and all that, like we even said, and all that, his name was still Lashane Parrish Crooks, bro. It's just like I have many names, but I'm still my government name. Because no, I didn't officially do no straw man or none of that shit or nothing like that. To where, yeah, you could call me this or call me that. My stage name is this. It is actually registered. If I really wanted to run around, I could just be that guy.
All I know is when he started calling out the East Coast, West Coast media bullshit, when he stopped falling in line, all of a sudden this dude ended up shot and dead.
But he was doing what they wanted him to do, bro.
No, of course. But I just said when he decided to stop doing
that's what they wanted him to do.
Thank you, Deuce. I'm gonna be quiet. Deuce, cook for a minute.
No, I'm just saying when he was doing that because they had his back against the wall, took all his money, threw him in jail, and that was a part of the deal. Okay, we're gonna get you out, have Sugar, Interscope, get you out. You got to give us these albums, which are mostly gangster glorified albums. You know what I mean? As far as the image is beefing with other black people, but then towards the end, when he started saying, it's a problem with me and Biggie. This whole East Coast, West Coast thing is crazy. It's just a problem with two rappers. And he started saying, eventually I'm going to squash with Biggie, making peace with Nas,
Wait. I'm sorry to interrupt, bro. But you think Tupac got killed by the government and not trying to gangbang?
Yeah, I never believed it was I think that's like a patsy. I do think the government did it. They always think that.
Hey, Deuce, he don't know. Listen, hey, I'm gonna say this, and Deuce, I don't mean no disrespect, but Tupac was fucking with some real Southside Crip niggas. Baby Lane was a legend. Okay.
Officially a legend.
Officially a legend. In real life, legend. If you have any ties to any of this real shit that goes on the West and in the South, and if you had any ties to the motherfucking color lines that stretch across this country, you heard this man's name in real time, ringing like a rapper's name. This is not the nigga.
Meaning the fall guy.
No, this is not the nigga you just steal on and whoop on because there he go. Deuce, we'll just cook for a second. I'm gonna chill out because you was acting.
Ain't no cook. Let me say my point. You keep getting cut off every time I say it. I said in a way, it's a patsy, meaning like what's his name? Baby Lane was a fall guy, just like Conrad Murray killed Michael Jackson, or Oswald killed Kennedy, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but everybody always believes when it's black on black, man. They have so many feds and undercover agents on these motherfuckers, man.
I just want you to clarify what you said. When you said it's all bullshit, what do you mean by that?
I think it's bullshit that it was Baby Lane and the other dudes that are talking on YouTube or on Vlad, or what are they doing these interviews talking about? Oh yeah, I was in the car when we shot Tupac. Like, man, even when Frank Alex, let me finish. Let me finish. Because I know y'all gonna come at me. Let me get. But just like when Frank Alexander said, the car pulled up, an arm came out. They had it was like a hitman style, you know what I mean? Had the freaking glove and just shooting like military style all through the door, and you just speed off and you just get away. And then 20 years later, you got guys on TV admitting that they played a part in the murder and there's no charges on them. There ain't no statute of limitations of playing a part in the murder. You get what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit to me. I always think it's the feds that were always coming after Tupac in the first place. You know what I mean? I mean, look what just happened to his catalog. His mom died before the movie. The movie, she did not want to come out. And then now all of a sudden Tom Wally owns the music. You got his sister trying to fight to get the rights to his music. Tupac doesn't even own his own music. It's owned by Tom Wally, you know what, man, a Brandon Washington drop dude. You know what I mean? So it's just a bunch of bullshit, man. I think they lay out the blueprint of what the story's gonna be, just like 9/11 and all this other shit. You get what I'm saying? There's always a pretext to.
Hey, bro. So to say all that, so you think the fight was staged?
No, I don't think the fight was staged at all. I think all that shit did happen, but a lot of people that were in death row, you know what I mean, around that camp, were undercover feds, just like a lot of people that were around Bad Boy, just like when Biggie got killed.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like,
By
don't
LA people,
confuse.
but they made it seem like it was East versus
Don't
West.
Don't confuse being an undercover fed for being a confidential informant. There are two different things.
Break it down.
Those are two different things.
I understand that.
You could be a regular ass nigga with a line to the police snitching on niggas. They don't make you a fed. You can't go arrest nobody. So being a confidential informant is different than being working with the feds, bro.
But ever since COINTELPRO existed, man, that's easy to infiltrate any group, infiltrate
anything,
anybody.
bro. Yeah, that's true. But like,
so they just don't.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. In real time, the same night, them niggas came back bragging about that shit. That shit was in LA before anything else.
Exactly.
It was a war the same night.
Exactly. It's legendary.
It was a war the same night.
It's legendary. My pager didn't stop going off, and I wasn't even in LA. But just because I knew niggas who actually were in real time, were living that Southern California lifestyle, the pager was going crazy in real time. It was stupid. Like, this was a known, like, and that's why nobody came forward to the police. And when you see shit like that, especially out there, sometimes the police just let niggas work it out themselves. Like, it'll be going down in jail, in prisons and everything, and you'll just get word that niggas is nutting up in San Quentin, niggas blah, blah, blah. And you'll see shit happening in real time on the streets, and it'll all be connected. And so my thing about this, real quickly, my point is, I think I agree with what you're saying, but what we're trying to tell you is, Tupac really, as much as we love him, he really did. He was punching above his weight class, and he really was moving wrong. Okay, because they were government informants, they were that. And so what they do is similar to the King Von situation. They'll get a little motherfucker like that, and they'll get you all riled up. They'll get, they'll get that battery charge in your back. You know what I'm saying? It's a tactic called social maneuvering. Where I'll just create a scenario.
Yeah, I get what y'all saying, and I'm not saying what I'm saying is true. It's just a belief, but there's always just something bigger to the picture that we see. You know what I mean? It's always something bigger.
I'm trying to draw the lines for you, D-Ben. That's what I'm saying. Tupac got killed in some real street shit, though.
It's just always. I look at the Tupac thing no different than the Michael Jackson thing or the Mike Tyson thing. It's like when you had all these fools, they placed a rape charge on this dude with no evidence. They throw him in jail. You know what I mean? They try to do everything to break you down, but then once they can't do it, then they execute your ass, just like Michael Jackson.
Well,
you know what I mean?